Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of two possibly intoxicated idiots watching the National Football League.
Welcome everybody to Stay Tuned Sports as we watch along here with Monday Night Football as the Buffalo Bills go ahead and take on the New York Jets wearing beautiful throwback uniforms, which are kind of weird. They're like an amalgamation one. I'm not like they're supposed to be looking like the 1969 like uniform that the Mets wore, 68 uniforms, but they're wearing the logo that they wore from 99 to what was that, 2018, 2017, something shit like that. So instead of like the Namath era logo, so it's weird, but they got the gray face mask and the color is the original. Like I don't fucking know. Anyway, looks fucking great. Looks better than most of the shit they usually wear. But that is what we got going on here. The Bills, the Jets. Obviously, the big news: the Jets playing for the first time under Jeff Ulbrich, as their interim head coach. And ELS in the chat. Hello, ELS. Good to see you again. That's going to be the big thing. And, of course, Hackett had the play calling duties taken away from them. Something that the Giants should do from Brian Daboll. Please get that away from him. Anyway, yes. So we have, I believe it's Jeff Downing is the play caller right now for the Jets. So lots of changes for the Jets just since last Tuesday. How do they react? How does it all turn out? Do the Jets turn things around? Or do the Bills, after two straight losses, come back, bounce back, and win this game against the New York Jets? We're going to find out. Thank you so much for joining us here again on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. If you like what you're watching, please like, share, subscribe. Helps us out tremendously, and we certainly do hope that you do so. Why is this? Oh, yeah, that's right. I had fixed this. Hold on. That's right. I got to fix this thing. Because I had moved it because I had the out-of-town scoreboard up here the other day, and it was like weird. Now I got to move this sucker back down. There we go. There we are. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we got some flavor. But yes, if you do like what you're watching, please like, share, subscribe. Helps us out tremendously. If you want to help us out more directly, we do have a link for our donation station down in the description below. I'll get that also into the top of the chat as well. I'll actually get that done right now. Also, our merch store. We have a link for our merch store. New stuff coming in there all the time. We got new 8-bit helmets coming. We've got other alternate logos coming. We have all that stuff there. Hoodies, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. If you want to go check that out, you can link again down in the description. And going to be in the top of the chat here in just a second as we get ready to pull this up. ELS says he just got back from the 1982 Milwaukee Brewers movie. How was it? Did you enjoy watching? Because ELS, I don't even know how old you are, but I would imagine that you probably weren't around for 1982 and the Milwaukee Brewers run that they had there. If I had to guess. As we see Fireman Ed getting ready with his Jets, Jets. And it looks like the Jets will be getting the ball first here. As the Bills, I guess, have won the toss and have decided to defer. Let's go ahead and get this into the chat. And that's going to be a dynamic touchback for the Jets. Why is this not? Why is this still not working? ELS. I'm on, right? Like, this is where I see here. I should be on, right? That was my favorite movie now. They make it really info and exciting. I was born in 2000. Okay, here we go. Jets 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers, he's going to hand it off here to Breece Hall to start it off, and he gets about a gain of 3, maybe 4 yards. Again, Jets looking real good. Looking real good. Oh, that's why. That's still there. Okay. Let me go ahead and disconnect. 2nd and 7 coming up here for Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jetspolitans. Rodgers back, looks, throws. He's going to get that connected there. That is to Allen Lazard, and that is going to be a first down for the New York Jets. Okay, yes, I do see me now. All right. I just wanted to make sure, because I want to make sure I get some of this stuff into the chat. The links are important. The links are important. Maybe the most important thing in this whole thing. Thank you again so much, everybody, for watching here as we see the Jets moving the ball here for the first time in a while. Their offense has been quite anemic for the last couple of outings. And so far, not looking bad. Aaron Rodgers again, back, slows. It's going to be caught. A big gain for the Jets all the way down to the Bills' 32-yard line. Garrett Wilson with the reception on that pass. And the Jets moving it. Here we go. 1st and 10. Actually mark it at the 33-yard line of the Buffalo Bills. Rodgers under center. Takes the snap. They hand it off to Breece Hall, and he has a big hole up the middle. 11-yard gain. And a first down for the Jets. Oh, boy. All of a sudden, maybe it was Hackett. Maybe it's Hackett. I'm just saying. Maybe it was. Maybe it was Hackett. Listen, Rob Saleh had to go in there. Rob Saleh was a bad head coach, one way or the other. And I know this is the opening drive, first 15 plays, scripted, all that other stuff. But Rob Saleh was a bad head coach. And this is something that Jet fans haven't seen, again, in a couple of games, is an offense actually moving the ball a little bit. And I know we're only 3 or 4 plays into the game, but they're moving the ball. Breece Hall, again, first down and 10. He's going to get a gain of about 2 yards, 2.5 yards on the carry. And this is another thing that bothers me. Here, I'm just some lowly YouTube streamer guy. You know, just streaming along here, doing sports stuff, streaming the football games, the primetime games, and things like that. Why is it that I can change my graphics and have it fit to what the team's logos and uniforms are wearing, but ESPN can't, or CBS can't, or Fox can't? I don't understand that. Get on it, guys. Let's go. 2nd and 8. Pass out to Garrett Wilson, and he's going to make some moves there. Gain about 4 yards. We're going to have, what is it, about 3rd and 4, if I can do the math correctly. And I can, because it is indeed 3rd and 4. Math was not my strong suit. And I said Jeff Downing. It's Todd Downing. I'm an idiot. That's also true, too. You know, pretty dumb. But thank you for hanging out with this dumb guy on Monday night, watching along with Monday Night Football. 3rd and 4, Aaron Rodgers calling out some protections. And shotgun, empty backfield, trips to his left, takes the snap. He's back, looks, throws. It's going to be dropped. It is dropped by Breece Hall. And that's going to kill the drive. Breece Hall had it. It would have been a first down if he caught it. Had his hand on it and just dropped it. I did see a little bit of the baseball. The Mets really hammered the Dodgers in the first inning there, and that was really all they needed. They got one more run the rest of the game, won 7-3 against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Jets going for a field goal here, kick up, and it is good. And the New York Jetropolitans take the first lead of the game, 3-0, after what was a very impressive first drive, opening drive there by the Jets, getting down the field almost with ease. Just seemed to stall out there once they got to the Bills' 30-yard line area. And just a dropped pass by Breece Hall leads to a field goal for the New York Jets. And yes, the Guardians and the Yankees playing in the Bronx. Taylor Swift at the game. Good. Congratulations, Taylor. I wonder how many baseball fans are going to now bitch about her. I mean, everybody was bitching about her with football. Maybe they'll bitch about her now with fucking baseball, too. I don't know. People just love to bitch about Taylor Swift, one way or the other. And, instead of just being like if you like it, it's cool. Hey, Taylor Swift's at the game. If you don't, who cares? You know how many celebrities they show at fucking games? For football, for baseball, for basketball? Do people still get pissed off at seeing Spike Lee on courtside of Knicks games or something? Do people still get pissed off at seeing, Jack Nicholson or whoever else is, or Will Ferrell at Lakers games or something? Who gives a shit? They're celebrities. It's what they do. They love the crossover shit. The leagues do. The leagues love the crossover shit. So and she's probably there because Travis Kelce grew up in the Cleveland area, so he's probably a big Cleveland Indians fan or Guardians fan, whatever you want to call him now, Cleveland Baseball Club fan, and so that's probably why they're there. And I think she's starting to tour on Friday, so this is probably their last time out hanging out. So they're in New York, they're doing all their New York shit and just banging away in New York, as it were. And, stop, see a baseball game, and then she's going to be off to Miami and doing a tour again, so everybody can bitch about that. But as it stands right now, it is 0-0 still, Guardians and Yankees, as I would go off on my Taylor Swift soliloquy there. Sorry about that. Everything's about Taylor Swift, guys. I'm sorry. Everything is. It really is. She paid me to say all this, by the way. I don't know if anybody knows that. That's why I did all this that I'm doing and asking for the donations and stuff. Complete joke. It actually doesn't matter because Taylor Swift has given me millions upon millions of dollars to talk to her on a live stream that gets about 19 views every week. So I'm part of the conspiracy. Illuminati, baby. Woo! As we are now back. Oh, that's not what I wanted to have happen. Uh-oh. What are we doing here? Go back to live. I gotta redo it. Oh, no! All right, we're back. Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 It's going to be that kind of night, folks. It is going to be that kind of night. I'm a little unhinged. Not even drunk or anything. I'm just this is my regular psychosis. The kickoff is going to make it well out of the end zone, and that is going to be a dynamic touchback, and the Buffalo Bills will take over at their 30-yard line. Josh Allen, 7-4 career record versus the New York Jetropolitans. He has 232 average pass yards per game, 18 total touchdowns, and 18 turnovers. So we'll see if Josh Allen can turn around his favors here. As we know, Josh Allen not playing well the last two games, at least especially. Before that, it was very early season, first three games, MVP kind of talk going on with Josh Allen. But the Bills' performance against the Ravens and the Texans have not been impressive. So we'll see if they can turn things around here against the New York Jets. Starting out with almost a jumbo package here. Handoff. And that's going to be a first down run there for the Buffalo Bills. So, 1st and 10. Bills right back at it. First down on a first down. Josh Allen back to throw. It's going to be complete. Looks like Dawson Knox bounced off a couple of people there and bowls his way. I'm sorry, that's Kincaid, not Dawson Knox. I don't know why. My brain, again, nuts. But yeah, Kincaid, sorry. I saw a K on the end and was like, Dawson Knox! No, that's wrong. That's the wrong guy. That is the wrong guy. But Adams had him for about a stop of 3 yards. Instead, Kincaid bowls himself for a first down. So this Jets defense not doing great so far here in the first 2 plays. And the Bills have it at the Jets' 44-yard line. Again, that's going to be a run there for Ray Davis for the Buffalo Bills. James Cook out of this game, by the way. Was marked out just a couple hours ago before this game started. Second and 7 coming up here. It's a handoff again, and again a massive gash up right the middle. That's going to be again Davis with the carry, and again another Bills first down, and he gets down all the way to the Jets' 26-yard line. All the talk about the Jets' offense being a problem. So far in these first 2 drives, the Jets' offense looked good. Their defense, not so much. ELS in the chat says, in your pick'em, you are 12-1 this week. Holy shit! Congratulations on that one. You have the Bills to win today. We'll see if you're 13-1 or 12-2. 6-yard gain on first down. Again, Ray Davis with the carry, and again, chunk yardage. This Jets run defense just giving up massive amounts of rushing yards here on the first drive for the Buffalo Bills. Second and 3. Actually, I thought it was 6. It's actually 7. That's a long 3. That's 4 yards. Come on, that's 2nd and 6. What are we talking about? And again, that's going to be a handoff to Ray Davis. And again, it's going to be another first down after a gain of 4 yards. So the Bills just carving up this Jets defense. My great googly boogly. I did not expect that. Was not expecting that coming into this game. I thought the Jets defense might be a little tougher. You know, they lost their guy. We lost Rob Saleh. He's our defensive guy. And everybody loves Ulbrich. Everybody loves that guy. But I got to tell you what, right now, this Jets defense, not looking great on this first drive. The Bills put it in work. And right there is big hole. That's going to be down to the 1-yard line. Just gashing these Jets. First and goal from the 1. Josh Allen tries the quarterback sneak, and he gets in there, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be a touchdown for the Buffalo Bills. And, wow. Oh, hey, hold on. Nope. Before the touchdown goes up, we have a flag. So, touchdown. Graphic can wait until we see what the flag is here. Officials conversing, as they often love to do. Illegal formation on the Bills. Take the touchdown off the board. It does not count, ladies and gentlemen. And also, that gives us our first flag count of the day. Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. Hanging out with you here on this Monday evening. Lots going on here. We got ALCS baseball. The NLCS game 2 just ended. Mets won 7-3 over the Dodgers. Yankees and Guardians, last we checked, was 0-0 with Taylor Swift in attendance. The Jets got a field goal on their first drive, and the Bills have just been gashing the Jets with Ray Davis. 5 rushes, 43 yards for an average of 8.6 yards a carry for Ray Davis on this drive. And he's going to do it again down to the 1-yard line for Ray Davis with a gain of 5 yards. So he makes back all the penalty yards there in one rush. He is just, I don't understand what is going on with this Jets rush defense, which is usually fantastic, but it is not here. Josh Allen, again, going to be a QB sneak, and again, that's going to be a touchdown. So this one is going to count. The Bills score, and they are going to be up 6-3, and depending on the extra point, could be 7-3. We will see what happens with the extra point. It should be fine, though. It is an extra point. As there's some discussions happening there in the end zone between the Jets and the Bills players. People not liking each other. Little jabber-jawing back and forth. Why are you shaking anybody's on the defense's hand there, Jeff? Like, these guys suck. They just let the Bills gash them all the way down the field, and you're shaking hands like, hey, good job. No, it's not a good job. Extra point now coming up here for the Buffalo Bulls. Snap, hold, kick, up, and it is indeed good. And there we go. It is now 7-3. The Bills lead the Jets very early on in this game. There is 6:12 left here in the first quarter. Bills 7, Jets 3. And again, ESPN, I'm just some lowly YouTube streamer. Just some guy. Just started this, really. Like, we're babes in the woods here on Stay Tuned Sports when it comes to broadcasting our play-by-play and reactions here for football games and such. How is it that I'm able to go ahead and get the graphics that match what the teams are using and wearing for that game? And I make sure I point to do that every day. I look at the team's uniforms. I check on several different resource sites. Usually it's sportslogos.net. And their message boards, they have very good information there and let you know who's wearing what for the week. How is it that I'm able to go ahead and get this stuff up and ready for everybody, and you guys can't? You guys can't use the proper logos or colors or things like that for what teams are wearing or using. Like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. And maybe, yeah, listen, my graphics are probably a lot more rudimentary. I'm using OBS. So, I don't know. But I'd have to imagine that it's not that hard to do it for you guys either. Just saying. Step your game up is what I'm saying. ESPN, CBS, NBC, Fox. Step your game up. We got an update here from ELS. We have a home run for the New York Yankees in the bottom of the third. Yankees now up 1-0. And then ELS also says it's ESPN. Welcome to ESPN, where we don't give a shit. And maybe that's what it is. For all the money they spend, it's Disney money. They got all the money in the world, really. You know, it's an unlimited resource. And here you have the ability to listen. I know it's not a big thing, and most people won't give a shit. I'm a logo nerd, so it's something that I care about clearly. And most people won't give a shit. But for me, it's like, just do your, try. It's a little thing. It's a little thing just to have somebody in the graphics department just go, yeah, put what the Jets logo and helmet is going to be for this game, and a word mark or something, instead of what their normal one is. And I think they should do that for all the other teams too, like with the Dolphins wearing their throwbacks, which are beautiful. Nobody changes that, whether it's Amazon, whether it's NBC, whether it's CBS, Fox. It's not, and it's not just ESPN. It's all of them. Like, all of them do that, and it's like just a little bit of effort, a little bit of fun. And there used to be ones that did it. I think Fox used to do it. They used to put they would change it around if somebody wore a throwback or something like that. It would be pretty cool. It'd be like, oh, they even changed the graphics. Oh, cool. No, none of them do it. None of them. Nobody seems to give a shit. It's just weird. It's just weird. Weird to me is all I'm saying. It's just a little weird. But here we go. The Bills will kick this off, and it will be the Jets ball on the 30 as that goes out of the back of the end zone. None of the teams seem to be willing to. Nobody wants to test out the dynamic return in this game. Well, we'll see how the Jets do here on their second possession on offense. First one was pretty decent. They got down the field, stalled a little bit around the Bills' 30, and had to settle for a field goal. Aaron Rodgers 3 for 4, 38 yards so far in this first drive that he had. Here he is in shotgun. Got a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Hall, and Hall's going to get 3 yards on the carry. So it will be 2nd and 7 coming up here. As we see Nathaniel Hackett sitting up in the booth, I guess just listening in because you're not calling plays, you dipshit. 5:50 and counting left here in the first quarter. As we see Jeff Ulbrich on the sidelines for the New York Jets. Man in motion. Here's the snap. It's going to be a pass to Breece Hall out of the backfield, and he's going to get a massive gain out to the Bills' 44-yard line. And that's going to be a Jets first down. So a little more dynamic Jets play calling here. More so than the just the usual, almost boring stuff, which was what was getting them in trouble in these last couple games. So 1st and 10, they mark it at the 45 of the Bills. Aaron Rodgers play action, looking for someone to be open. Gets it out to his tight end, and that's going to get down to the 43-yard line, sorry. And that is Ruckert with the catch. And it'll be 2nd down and about, what was that, a gain of 3-4? Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was to the 30, because that's at a 2nd and 2. So I'm bad at math. That happens. Sorry about that. It is to the 37-yard line. Actually, 36.5 if you really want to be careful about it. But as well, we'll say 37. Since it is indeed 2nd and 2. 4:16 left here in the first quarter. That's going to be a first down for the Jets, carried by... I know who that is. That's number 0 there. That's Braylon Allen. I saw Allen. I almost wanted to go Josh Allen. Like, no, that's the other Allen on the other team. Don't get your Allens mixed up here. Third youngest player in the NFL since 1965 is Braylon Allen, as he is only 20 years old. Just a babe in the woods. Rodgers takes a snap. He's rolling out to his right. Looks, throws. Incomplete. It would have been a great catch if my man would have called it there. Mike Williams. He did stretch out for it, but he could not quite get there. ELS in the chat. He's bought all the flavors of the fall coffee collection. 12 days of fall coffee that you can find at Aldi's, which, again, I love. ELS is the guy who told me about the apple crisp coffee at Aldi's, which is beautiful. So I definitely would like to check that out. Don't get me wrong on that one. Here we go. 2nd and 10 for the Jets from the 32.5-yard line. Hand off to Breece Hall. He breaks the tackle. He's at the 20, 15, to the 10, down to, where did he step out? It looks like he might be to the 6, or it might be a little before that, but they're marking it as a 1st and goal for the Jets. Breece Hall bounced off a tackle. And the Jets offense, so far, looking very sharp in these first 2 drives. It is indeed at the 7 is where the Jets will start this 1st and goal series from. Again, it's going to be a handoff here. That is to Allen, and that's going to be a gain of about a yard. What are these 12 flavors? Okay, ELS has listed the flavors here in the chat. It is coconut macaroon. Very nice. Salted caramel. Cinnamon sticky bun. Let's go. I want that. Chocolate fudge brownie. Yes, please. Maple pecan. Yes. Caramel crumb bun. Yes. Vanilla nut pumpkin pie. It's going to make me nut. Apple pie. Oatmeal cookie. Southern pecan. Let's go. Rodgers takes a snap. Back. Play action. Looking to throw. Throws into the end zone. Looks like it might have been tipped at the line. Lazard was looking for a flag, but if it's tipped, there is no pass interference. And indeed, that looks like the case there. So it is now 3rd and goal for the Jets from the 3rd. from the, from the 6th. Why did I say from the 3rd? The 3rd, go from the 3rd. 3rd to 3rd, 33 to 3rd, third's chance. So you got 0 chance of winning that sacrifice. Indeed, that was tipped at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and goal. Here we go. Aaron Rodgers is in shotgun. He's got Hall to his left. Steps back. He's going to step up into the pocket. Looks, throws to the back of the end zone. Caught by Wilson, and they're saying incomplete out of the end zone. That looked like he caught it. Let's take a look at the replay and see if I'm right or wrong. Let's see. Catches the ball. Knee down. One knee equals 2 feet, and that knee's down first. John Madden taught us that. That's a touchdown. They're throw the challenge flag, and they will have to because it's going. But that knee is down first. All you need is the first knee down. 1 knee equals 2 feet. Thank you so much, John Madden, for giving us that information. That's going to be a touchdown for the Jets, Jets. Oh, they did the replay assist, and it's good. Indeed it is. The New York Jets got themselves a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. So this Jets offense already in the first 2 drives looks so much better than what they've had basically all year. Great catch by Garrett Wilson. Also, great job getting that 1 knee down in first before anything else fell out. 2:01 left here in the first quarter. Extra point upcoming. Snap, hold, kick, up, and it is no good. Oh, it is good. Oh, that looked like that did not make it. But apparently it just snuck in the upright. So the Jets now with a 10-7 lead over the Buffalo Bills here on Monday Night Football. And we might have ourselves a fun one here on Monday night, ladies and gentlemen. On top of all these other flavors you put in here, which, again, oatmeal cookie looks great for me, too. Cinnamon, hazelnut, and pumpkin pie. All right, so here's the deal. I don't like the coffees that are flavored, like in the ground form, like it's like that. Like I like if you have the flavored creamer, you can put that in the coffee and it tastes good usually. But the Aldi's one is the first one that doesn't taste like chemicals to me. And I think that's the thing. Like, I've had some of the Dunkin' ones before that were, flavored coffee. Bring it home. Tastes like shit. You'd get the pumpkin one. Oh, get the pumpkin, put it in there. It tastes like just a vat of chemicals. It tastes like absolute ass. I wouldn't drink it. The Aldi one is the first one I tried. And I tried it based solely on your recommendation there, ELS. I tried it solely based on your recommendation. And it was the first one that was like the flavored coffee that didn't taste like a chemical asshole. It was actually beautiful. So I'm gonna trust you on a lot of these other ones, and I'll take my look because again I'm a coffee nut, as you know. I'll sit here on these late night streams and drinking coffee, which it's like I'll be up until 3 a.m. That's fine. It doesn't matter because I just love the coffee. But I gotta tell you that stuff. It sounds good. It looks good. And like I said, the Aldi stuff is the first one that it doesn't give you a headache and it doesn't taste like, a chemical plant in Linden, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to that. Yankees up 2-0 on the Guardians in the bottom of the third. Juan Soto had the home run, I guess, apparently. I used to have a Keurig. I don't have a Keurig anymore. But I can still look and see if they have it in the bag form, too. If they have some of the flavors. If they do, if they don't, it is. Listen, maybe I'll buy just the cups, and I'll just cut the cups open and pour them into my real coffee maker and just brew it that way. I don't give a shit. What do I care? Because either way it works. Coffee's coffee. Oh, and we have an injured Jet going into the locker room. Chuck Clark, safety for the New York Jets. Going to get checked out there in the locker room. Apparently not looking too great. And we're going to have another dynamic touchback, and the Bills will take over at the 30-yard line. Will the Bills be able to march down the field just like they did on their first drive? Or will the Jets defense be able to show up here for at least a little bit here in the first quarter? Because also in a pinch, I've done that before. I have taken Keurig cups and just opened them up, poured them into a coffee pot filter, and then just brewed it as if it was a regular cup of coffee. First and 10 coming up here for the Bills from the 30-yard line. Josh Allen back, looks, cannot find anybody, rushes out towards his right. He's flushed and just throws it out of bounds. Second and 10 coming up for the Bills. Yankees are in dud. Being English language, not having fun today. Indeed, up 3-0 here in the bottom of the third, as ELS has just informed us. Again, Juan Soto had himself the home run. Handoff here on 2nd and 10, again to Davis, and Davis is going to get 4 yards on the carry. So now it'll be 3rd and 6 coming up for the Bills. Oh, there's a wild pitch in a baseball game, too. That's how you scored. 3rd and 6. Allen in shotgun. Takes the snap. He looks. He throws over the middle, but that's going to be caught, but short. And the Bills are going to go 3 and out. Curtis Samuel with the catch. But it'll be 4th and 2. And the Bills will have to punt. Bills set up in punt formation. Snap. The kick is away. And that one is going all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets will get it at the 20-yard line to start their 3rd drive of the game with 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. And now the 3rd inning has come to an end at Yankee Stadium. Yankees 3, Cleveland Guardians nothing. Big inning for the Yankees if you're a Yankees fan, and I am a Yankees fan. So, the Jets, 10 points, 124 yards, 7.8 yards average per play, and 7 first downs are the most, well, the yards anyway, of 124 yards in the first quarter are the most since 2022 for them in any game. The Jets are showing massive offensive improvement tonight, which I think if you're a Jets fan is what you were kind of hoping from everything that happened. You were hoping just to see some kind of offensive improvement. Aaron Rodgers back, looks to throw. There is a flag down. Big throw, incomplete, and we have another flag. So we have 2 flags thrown on the play, which bumps us from 1 to 3 on the flag counter. What do we got here? Is this going to be something on it? Is it going to be offsetting? Is this both on the Bills? We have 16 seconds left here in the first quarter. Garrett Wilson on the sideline seems to be catching his breath. We have illegal formation on the Jets. We have pass interference on the Bills. That'll be offsetting penalties. Replay the down as if it never existed. But the flags count. They don't go away. I saw them with my own eyes. They were there. They were real, damn it. It's still real to me. And it is, indeed, as we've... they're getting real... I'm really tired of the illegal formation. Again, I'm really tired of the illegal player downfield nonsense, ineligible player downfield with the whole 1 yard like that. Like they need to change that back to, what was it? It was either 3 or 5 yards. I think it previously was, and that's what it does need to be. Because last night, I lost my mind last night with just how some of these officials were. So again, they really need to stop. Like, I don't know why or who they think like this is helping. It's not helping anybody. These things aren't helping anybody. Oh, and we got a frozen stream. Thank you, ESPN. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's going to be a pitch out to Breece Hall, and he's going to lose a yard here on 1st and 10. And that will be the end of the first quarter, with the Jets having a 10-7 lead on the Buffalo Bills in what has been probably the most impressive first quarter offensively for the Jets. Again, statistically since 2022, but definitely in a very long time for anybody who's been watching the Jets play football. So, but there we go. We will be hitting the second quarter here, and it will be 2nd and 11 or 2nd and a very long 10 for the Jets, depending on how they want to mark it. Little information from Trey Wingo on Twitter, X Twitter. The Jets' first quarter touchdown to Garrett Wilson there. That was their first quarter touchdown in 22 games played. The last time they had a first quarter touchdown was also against the Bills. So it seems to be a good luck charm for the New York Jets. Top of the fourth is finished at Yankee Stadium. Still 3-0 New York Yankees. Yankees coming up to bat. Thank you so much for joining us here at Stay Tuned Sports. My name is Ken. It's nice to be with you here on this Monday night. Just chilling, relaxing, as we do on a very busy sports night that we've had. We've had the Mets beat the Dodgers 7-3 out in Los Angeles. They take the split out there. The NLCS tied at 1. Yankees and the Cleveland Guardians are battling in Game 1 of the ALCS at Yankee Stadium right now. Yankees up 3-0. We have, of course, the Jets and the Bills playing right here that we're watching along with. Thank you so very much. We had the Devils be the first team to go ahead and beat the Utah Hockey Club. The Islanders couldn't do it. The fucking Rangers couldn't do it. Fuck you, Rangers. You suck. Guess who beat Utah? Not you. Not you, blue shirts. It was us. The Devils, baby. Woo! Devils 3-1. Actually 4-1. Sorry, for the season now, as we won against we beat Washington, I believe, on Saturday. So the Devils got their 2 in Czechia. Got a win on Saturday against the Capitals. We had lost against the Leafs in our home opener, I believe, last Thursday. And then we win today against Utah. So Devils looking good. 2nd and 10. Pass to Lazard. That's going to be a gain of about 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Jets after that first play of the second quarter. Jets looking to try to keep from going 3 and out as the Bills did on their previous drive. Rodgers in shotgun. He's got Breece Hall to his right. Play clock under 5. Rodgers still calling out his cadence. Throwing over the middle to Wilson. That's going to be caught down to the 39-yard line. First down. Jets keep the chains moving. First down. Jetropolitans. By the way, if you do feel like you want to help us out more directly, we do have the link for our donation station both in the top of the chat here and at the top of our description down below this video. By the way, come on to the chat. It's open, wide open. Come in, say hi, hello, how do you do? 1st and 10, New York Jets from the 39-yard line. Aaron Rodgers in shotgun. Breece Hall to his left. He's going to pitch it out to Breece Hall as my stream freezes on me. Why? I don't know. But I can tell you that it's no gain on that first down. They're going to give him a generous 2nd and 9 call, although that might just because it was an inch past the yard mark. So it's a long 9. Second and a very long 9, as I've been told I've had once or twice by a nice lady. Garrett Wilson for the season so far has 37 receptions, 339 yards, averaging 9.2 yards per average touch, and 3 touchdowns. Hand off to Breece Hall, and he gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage for about a 6-yard loss. So it's going to be 3rd and 15 coming up here for the Jets. As that play was immediately blown up. Looks like it was a missed block by one of the linemen as he just kind of fell down. They're giving a very generous on the forward progress. 3rd and 14, they're saying. I don't know why my stream keeps on freezing, but I'm about to get really pissed off at ESPN. Again, just kind of a shovel pass by Aaron Rodgers. That's an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th and 14, and the Jets will be forced to punt after that disastrous running play. And so the Jets drive stalls after 1 first down, but they are going to go ahead and punt here, try to change field position against the Buffalo Bills. So the kick is away. And it is fair caught at the 20-yard line. So the punt only goes to the 20-yard line, which means if he kicked it into the end zone, it would have been fine anyway. We do have a flag down, though. And that's going to bump our number up to 4, regardless if it's accepted or not, because I don't give a shit. If you throw the flag, the intention was there. And it is indeed holding on the Bills, so that's going to move him back further than the 20-yard line when they get their possession coming up here. As they are going to commercial out there at the Big HVAC Unit, the Big AC, the big ugly fucking stadium known as MetLife Stadium. Yankees have a man on third. There's nobody out. Juan Soto is at the plate. And they walk Soto. So, 1st and 3rd for the Yankees. No outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Keeping you updated here on the ALCS. I like keeping you updated on all the sports that are going on. It's always fun. Yeah, it's a big, busy sports night, especially here in the New York area. Lots going on. Of course, last night the Giants disappointed, squandered opportunity after opportunity. A lot of that's on Brian Daboll, if I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. That is my opinion. I am sticking to it 100%. And the Indians are changing their pitcher. Guardians, sorry. Guard Indians. Checking out here. Apparently, there's just been a lot of wild pitches there from the Indians, Guard Indians picture. So changing them out might not be a bad thing. As we're getting ready to come back here to MetLife Stadium, as the Bills are getting ready to take over from the 10-yard line after the holding penalty on the punt. Allen in shotgun. Man in motion. Takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Davis. And for the first time that I can remember all day, Davis actually gets tackled for a loss by the Jets' rush defense. They mark it as 2nd and 10, but he lost about a yard on that one. So Chuck Clark, who we did see go into the locker room to get checked out by the medical team, is questionable to return with an ankle injury, as we just got that update. A beautiful, lovely 49 degrees and breezy here in the New York, New Jersey area for this game. 2nd and 10. Allen back looking to throw. Runs into the end zone. He might get sacked in the end zone. He does escape. He throws it downfield. We have a flag. That is going to be caught by Davis in Jets territory, but there is a flag. Indications that it might be against the Jets. Illegal contact on the New York Jets. That penalty is declined. The play stands as Buffalo will now have the ball on the Jets' 49-yard line. Oh, and I hit the wrong thing. Need the flag number back up there. Need a flag to go. There we go. So in one play, the Bills go from the 10-yard line to the Jets' 48-yard line is where they've marked it. 1st and 10 in Jets territory. Buffalo moves. That's another flag, and that will be 5 yards further back. And the Bills will jump right back into their own territory. I see a replay of what was really a spectacular catch by Davis, and Davis really is stepping up here. So 1st and 15 now for the Bills from their own 47-yard line. Hand off here, and that's going to be a gain of, well, he's only about a yard short of the first down, so. Ty Johnson with the carry. Gain of 13 yards. Again, it's going to be a handoff to Ty Johnson, and he's going to get another gain of about 5 yards and a first down for the Bills. So the Bills' running game still quite in charge of this game, as the Jets' defense has yet to find a way to stop or even slow down the Bills' rushing attack here. Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports, by the way. My name is King. If you like what you're watching, and I certainly hope you do, please give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. It helps us out tremendously. Also, hit that notification bell and click all notifications in the drop-down menu. Helps you know whenever we're going to come up with some new live streams for you to watch. 1st and 10, and that run's going to be good for about a yard for the Buffalo Bills. as we get a look of Joe Brady here. As his time with Buffalo, as he is now the Bills' offensive coordinator. Second and 8. Coming up for the Bills here as my stream keeps on freezing. Allen back, looking to throw. Looks he's going to run it. Going to get about 2 yards on that run. Out of desperation, as nobody was open for him to throw it to. And it will be 3rd and 6. Should be 3rd and 7, as it was only a 2-yard run, and it was 2nd and 9. But what do I know? What do I know? What do I know? I know that pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. That's about it. And also that Spam is fucking delicious. I don't know, like, Spam gets such a bad rap, man. Spam is, you fry up some Spam, shit is fucking banging. 3rd and 6. Bills have to get to the Jets' 23-yard line. That's going to be thrown, caught. And indeed, the Bills do get to the first down marker. Shakir with the catch for the Bills. 1st and 10, chains move. Josh Allen takes a snap from under center. 1st and 10, getting rushed by the Jets defense. We got a flag. I thought it was good defense, but they're going to throw a flag on the Jets. I don't think that was pass interference, if we're going to be honest with each other, but they are indeed going to call pass interference. He had the hand around the waist. They'll call that every time, even if it was like I don't know. I feel like I would have let that one go personally, but he was looking back at the ball. They were both looking at the ball. I'm like, that's Josh Allen. No! What are we doing? So it's 1st and goal from the 10-yard line for the Bills. Going to be handoff to Davis, and he's going to get a gain of about 2 yards. I did see that quote today, ELS, from Mike McDaniel and from people there with the Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa does expect to play again this season. He's consulted with doctors, and he believes he is okay to continue his NFL career that many people were calling for him to walk away from. But it does sound like the Dolphins expect him back. Mike McDaniels expects him back. A lot of people do expect him back. If I am him, though, like if I'm the NFL, I'm making it mandatory he wears a Guardian cap. 2nd and goal. Josh Allen back, looking to throw. He does throw to the end zone. Incomplete, off the fingertips of Samuel. And it will be 3rd and goal coming up here for the Bills. So, again, I kind of figured Tua was going to come back. He needs to play smarter than what he did when he got his head injury. Again, like, you know that you're susceptible to concussions. Don't run your head into people. That seems to be the general thought. 3rd and goal. Josh Allen takes a snap and shotgun, throws over the middle. That's going to be caught, and that is a touchdown for the Bills. Hollins with the catch and the touchdown. Mack Truck Hollins. And the Bills are back on top by 3, and depending on the extra point, could be 4. And with this MetLife wind, it's no guarantee. The Jets one, I could have sworn was a missed extra point, but the officials say it snuck in the upright, so. Here is the Bills' attempt. Snap, hold, kick, up. No good! And there it is. It is indeed no good on the extra point. It looks like it might have been blocked. I don't think that was fully on the wind. But the Bills now only with a 3-point lead after the missed extra point. As it indeed got blocked. But that might have been going wide anyway. As my computer is yelling at me. Don't yell at me. We got an update there. After the end of the fourth inning, the Yankees got another run there. It is indeed 4-0 Yankees over the Guard Indians. Now in the top of the fifth at Yankee Stadium. Thank you, ELS, for those updates. Sorry for the quiet. I'm sorry. I was just checking Twitter X, seeing if we had any more updates, anything else going on. Well, at least I will still be in second place in my division in fantasy with the loss. You lost fantasy this week? You lost. Sorry about that. Hey, listen. It happens to everybody. You can't win them all. But you're still on the positive side of the 500 mark, so you got to look at that. I think that's a positive thing you got to look for anybody, especially with all the injuries this year and all the things. Like if you look around social media, there's a lot of people who are just suffering through fantasy football this year. So you're gonna have to go ahead and look at that. And hey, Chief Asset back in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. Should be a good game tonight. At least we got that. And indeed, this game looks pretty good so far tonight. Very interesting. Jets offense looks a lot better than they have at really any point this season, which I think is what they were hoping to get out of demoting Nathaniel Hackett out of the play calling duties, and with getting rid of Robert Saleh, just getting rid of Saleh anyway. Just Saleh was not a great head coach, and I know he didn't have anything really to do with the offense, but he didn't have anything to do with the team really. He was just, Saleh was not a great head coach. So him being fired, I think, was a good thing. Demoting Hackett, I think, was a good thing. We're going to have a return here. And the Jets are going to bring it up to the 35 to the 38-yard line, and that is where they will take over after the return on the dynamic kickoff. But, yeah, it's the Jets offense looking already much, much, much better. This week, in just a quarter and a half of play, the Jets offense looks amazingly better. Yes, tough loss in your fantasy league, ELS. The bye. I told you. See, this is what I said. You got to be careful with when you're doing fantasy, man. The biggest thing that bites everybody in the ass is when you get so many good players, but they all have bye weeks at the same time. That's going to kill you. We have a handoff to Allen here for the Jets, and that's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no further. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Jets. In your fantasy league, you have some kid owners in there. You have a youngest owner in fantasy is going to be 6-0, and you have 2 co-owners that are under 10 years old in there. Listen, in my pick'ems, I have my niece and nephew in there. My niece is 12 years old. My nephew is 14, I believe, or just turned 13. He just turned 13 or 14? I think it's 14. And they murder they kill us every game. Aaron Rodgers, big pass over the middle, down to the Buffalo 40-yard line. Caught and finally brought down at the Bills' apparent 37-yard line. Breece Hall with the reception. He ran all the way down there. Was that Breece Hall or was that Lazard? No, sorry, that wasn't Breece Hall. It was Lazard. No, it was Breece Hall. It was Brees Hall. I was right. Don't doubt myself. Flea flicker! Aaron Rodgers is going to get sacked, though. Flea flicker does not work on that play. I love flea flickers, but you got to have protection. You got to have protection when you run that. So, whoopsie. Second down and a long ways now for the Jets. Chief Asset in the chat. Rodgers knows all this game will solely be on him since he got what he wanted, which was Salah out. I don't think he wanted Salah out. And this is the other thing. Everybody wants to put this thing like, oh, he wanted Salah out. He went to the Jets because Salah went to his house and convinced him to come here. I never bought into that narrative that Aaron Rodgers is a coach killer. He's had 3 coaches his entire fucking career. Pass to the 39, 38-yard line there for the Jets. That's going to get back to about the original line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 11. They're up 3rd and 10, and they are marking it. So 3rd and 10, they make up all the sack yardage on that play. But we'll see if the Jets can go ahead and convert on this 3rd and long. 4:25 and counting left here in the second quarter. Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. I'm your boy King, arguing the fact that I don't think Aaron Rodgers is a coach killer, and I don't think that he wanted to have Salah fired, to be honest with you. Looking at the evidence, Salah was just a bad coach and had no control of that locker room ever. We have a flag down. This is going to be a offsides, apparently, on the New York Jetspolitans, which is going to move them back to where they were with the sack. So, not 87 flags. Not yet, anyway, but we're working on it. But I think demoting Hackett is the most important thing when it comes to the offense. Is like that, having the play calling opened up a little bit, not having it so. Oh, and he gets sacked again from the blind side. So after the big play to get into Bills territory, the Jets are going to have to punt the ball. After the Jets' offensive line cannot protect Aaron Rodgers at all, as Smith was just absolutely a swinging guarding gate on that play. Terrible, terrible protection from number 77 on the New York Jets. So now from their own 49, when they were down at the Bills 37, the Jets 4th and 23 will punt the ball. Snap. Kick is away. And that will make it into the end zone. So it'll be a touchback out to the 20-yard line. And that is where the Bills will take over. But yeah, I push back on the whole Aaron Rodgers controls that team, and Aaron Rodgers he got Salah fired. I 1,000%. Being here in the New York area, seeing everything that has happened with Salah from the start of his reign here. Salah should have been fired after the 2022 season. And definitely should have been fired after last year. He should not have started this season as the Jets head coach. And I think the only reason he did was because of Aaron Rodgers. And that's the thing. Going into this season, people were saying, oh, the only reason Salah's still got a job is because Aaron Rodgers likes him. Aaron Rodgers wants him there. And then, as soon as he got fired, it's like, oh, Aaron Rodgers got him fired. Aaron Rodgers hated him. It's like, it's a floating narrative. It's just whatever anybody wants to have work for them. I like a conspiracy theorist. And everybody wanted to say, well, Salah wanted to demote Hackett, and that's why Aaron Rodgers had him fired. Okay, but Hackett still got demoted. So that clearly wasn't the reason why. The reason why is because Salah was a terrible coach. Before this season started, Salah was 18 and 33 as a head coach. He's a bad head coach. End of story. He's a great defensive coordinator. I would hire him in a minute as a defensive coordinator. No doubt. But as a head coach, as running an organization, running a team, he fucking sucks. Bottom line. And he needed to go. He should, again, my only issue with the firing of Robert Saleh is that he wasn't fired at the end of last season. That's my only problem with Saleh being fired this past Tuesday instead of this past January, is when he should have been let go. And if I'm going to be honest with you, I think he should have been gone in 2022. Like when he had all the players walking around with the Mike fucking White shirts when Zach Wilson was benched and Zach Wilson wasn't doing good. Robert Saleh is the definition of how to ruin a young rookie quarterback's confidence. Whether you liked Zach Wilson or not, whether you think Zach Wilson's going to be good or not, he absolutely devastated that kid from the jump. Zach Wilson with Robert Saleh as his head coach never had a chance. Never had a chance to be successful. And we'll never know now. We'll never know what Zach Wilson might have been or could have been. All we're going to know about Zach Wilson is that he liked to fuck moms. That's about it. First down, it's going to be a gain of 9 yards for the Bills. Again, Ray Davis just murdering the Jets. The Jets' run defense has no answer for the Bills' run game right now. Again, a handoff to Davis, and he's going to gain about 6 yards on that carry. And again, the Jets' run defense cannot stop this Bills' rushing attack. Well, we've reached the 2-minute warning here in the first half. 2 minutes left in our second quarter. Bills 13, Jets 10. The Jets, in the chat, ELS says the Jets were stupid for keeping Saleh for as long as they did. I agree. The Giants play the Eagles next week. So the belt is up on the line between myself and Jimbo as the first game of the year between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hopefully, the Giants can go ahead and fire Brian Daboll, kind of like how the Jets fired Robert Saleh, so we can actually have a decent fucking play caller. Or something happened. Because, again, the Giants right now, and I believe this firmly, without the mistakes that Brian Daboll has made, both in roster decisions and with playmaking decisions, and you saw it again last night with some of his terrible play calling and terrible decision-making against the Bengals, the Giants could very well, and I know it would be surprising. It would surprise the hell out of me, but the Giants could be 5-1 right now. At worst, we're 4-2. But instead, we're 2-4. And 3 of the Giants' 4 losses can be laid directly at the feet of Brian Daboll. That Minnesota game, the Giants were getting crushed anyway. The Giants never had a fucking shot in that game. So that is what it is. But the other 3 games that we've lost are firmly at the feet of Brian Daboll and his decision-making. Both roster-wise, the Washington game came down to bad, when you had an open roster spot with an injured kicker and you don't put your backup kicker in the open roster spot and just go into the game with 52 players instead of 53. Dumb. Like, again, Brian Daboll rubs me the way, he rubs me the wrong way. I'll let you know that right now. But he seems like the guy that wants to be the smartest guy in the room. He's trying to be like, oh, look what this is. I could do this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, no, all you're doing is put yourself and the team in a horrible situation every single time. And again, he keeps on trying to pound that square peg into a round hole. Listen, work with the pieces that you have. Work with the pieces that you know you can work with. Instead, he's trying to be like, ooh, I can do da-da-da, and I can do da-dee, and da-da-da-da-da, and ends up fucking the Giants over. Like, there were some fourth down calls. First of all, going it on some of the fourth downs he did, dumb. And then some of the play calls on the fourth down, super dumb. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. Josh Allen takes a snap here, 1st and 10, escapes the pressure, and he's going to get 6 yards on the carry, gets out of bounds. 1:53 on the clock. Clock stops on the out-of-bounds play. And yes, no, we're going to have the return of Saquon. Me and Jimbo should be watching the game. If Jimbo's not sick, we'll see. He's been sick the last couple weekends when we were going to do watch-alongs. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. Hopefully he's around for that one because that's the big one. Giants and Eagles. I'm a Giants fan. He's an Eagles fan. So that should be a good watch. We got to pass to Kincaid here, and he's going to be a yard short. We have a flag down, though. We got another flag. Waiting to see what this is going to be. It looks like it might be a hold on the Bills. Let's see. They pick up the flag? It looks like they might have picked up the flag. Either way, stays up on the counter, because fuck you. Third and 1 coming up here for the Bills. And the officials, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Congratulations, ELS, on getting the subs. 12 subs added just today. Congratulations, ELS. That is amazing. Congratulations, brother. Keep up the good work. Referees are explaining something. I have no idea what's going on. Again, I don't have the volume up on here because I will get pegged. YouTube loves pegging. Well, wait a minute. Maybe I should rephrase that. But they do. They really love pegging without lube. But here we go. 3rd and 1. Bills lined up kind of in a QB sneak situation here. And it is indeed a QB sneak situation. As Josh Allen gets 2 yards on the QB sneak, and it'll be 1st down for the Bills. I'm hoping to have a big day like that one day too, ALS. 84 subs until ELS hits 1,000 subscribers. Keep it up. If you like ELS, you're going to like the train content he has. Go give him a follow, give him a like, give him a subscribe, get a notification, all that stuff. Go follow my boy, ELS Train Tuber 501. He's your boy. We got another flag down on that play. It was an incomplete pass by Josh Allen on 1st and 10. And they're going to call pass interference on the Jets. Jesus Christ. The Bills player was grabbing his jersey. And that ball is uncatchable, too. That ball was 6 yards out of bounds. That's a bad call. Well, we're used to that. We're used to seeing some bad calls in the NFL, so. Samuel with the reception. He gets a gain of, I want to say, about 2 yards. Second and 8 coming up here for the Bills. 1:05 left. As Samuel was able to get out of bounds. Josh Allen back, looking to throw. Throws over the middle. It's going to be caught by Kincaid right at the 1st down marker at the 20-yard line. It is indeed a 1st down. Why is the clock stopped? Did somebody call a timeout? The officials just stopped the clock for no... What is going on? Wow. Now they start the clock. Now these officials are horrible. They're going to throw a flag for 20 men on the Jets, but like what? These officials are so atrocious. Guardians got to run against the Yankees. 4-1 Yankees now in the top of the sixth. And now the officials are going to have another fucking conversation. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, first they stop the clock, they stop the play, they stop all these other things. And now they're going to say too many men after they stop. Like, what? Like, what? Like, and now they're saying pass interference on the Jets. Like, what the fuck is going on? And that's 2 flags on the play there, so it marks up as 12. What? This has been atrocious. First and 10. From the 11, Josh Allen takes the snap, hands it off, and it's going to be a gain of about 4 yards. Clock stops again. Did they call a timeout this time? There's still no notification from ESPN whether or not they did or not. No, the officials just sitting there talking. Like, what the Anybody who's watching this game, you can't be happy with the officiating right now. This is atrocious. This is absolutely atrocious officiating. Like, what are we doing? And this happens all the time on primetime games. It's like they have the worst of, like, I don't understand. Why do you always have the worst officials on your primetime games? What are we doing? So it's the Jets who had a timeout. Okay, Jesus Christ. It's not that hard to figure the fuck out. So 39 seconds left. 2nd and 6. From the 7. Josh Allen back to throw. Gets rushed. He's going to be sacked. Fumble! Ball still loose. And the Bills have it at the 10. The Jets could not recover it. Allen wanted to go throw it, but just dropped it. Jets had a golden opportunity to stop this Bills scoring drive. Much like the Giants last night, were unable to jump onto what is just a gift. I'm going to imagine the Bills took a timeout. I would have to imagine so. No, the Jets did. Okay, so that's dumb. 3rd and 11 now from the 12-yard line. Josh Allen back to throw. He's going to gets away from the sack, man. He had it. Thrown, caught. That's going to be a touchdown for the Bills. Jets had the Bills stopped several different ways, even with the officials' terrible penalty calls. But the Bills end up with a touchdown, and they're going to be up 10 points here, depending on the extra point. So Bills again line up for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick, up. And this one is through. That one does get through. And it is now 20-0. 20-10. Bills fans wish it was 20-0. But they do have a 10-point lead on the Jets. 21 seconds left here in the second quarter. As apparently an ESPN cameraman is having a stroke. Someone go help that man, please. I don't know what it is. Like, again, you had some opportunities, again, from the Giants they missed. Jets have had some missed opportunities here, both on the offensive side of the ball, where they just were unable to protect Aaron Rodgers on some of their plays. Like, you have a flea flicker. You got to make sure that you protect your quarterback and have protection set. The Jets' offensive line did not do that. So that is still a bit of a concern if I'm the Jets. And again, you have 10 points now. 21 seconds left, one timeout. Do you try to do something? If you're the Jets, sorry for the yawn. Do you try to do something? That's going to be a dynamic touchback. So the Jets will get it at the 30. The Bills will receive the second half kickoff. Again, the Jets had the opportunity to have Allen sacked in the backfield and missed. They had the opportunity to get the fumble, which would have ended that scoring drive, missed. So, when you look at some of these things, like the only thing that is, to blame yourself is the Jets. Plus, the Jets' run defense has been absolutely garbage. Like the Bills have absolutely murdered them. Jets are going to try something here. They have Aaron Rodgers in shotgun. Takes the snap, back, looks, throws. Gets it to his tight end, who just gets out of bounds after a gain of 3 yards. That was Conklin with the reception. 14 seconds left. Jets had 124 yards in the first quarter, only 35 in the second. Rodgers, 126 yards passing, 1 touchdown, no picks. Allen's got 2 touchdowns and 112 yards. 10 of 12 is Allen. 11 of 15 is Rodgers. 2nd and 7. 14 seconds. Rodgers in shotgun. Takes the snap. Back. Looks to throw. Throws over the middle. That's going to be caught with 8 seconds left. Jets will take their final timeout. With 8 seconds left, can they get in field goal range and make it at least a touchdown game before the start of the second half? Man, why did the Jets ever move away from those uniforms? All they had to do was make the green like this, the Kelly green. And these things are just beautiful. And we have the Bills' first timeout now. Of the second half. Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports as we're watching along giving play-by-play and reactions to Monday Night Football as the Buffalo Bills take on the New York Jets from the Big HVAC Unit, the Big AC, the big ugly-looking piece of shit, MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. I'm your boy King hanging out with you here. If you like what you're watching, please give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. Helps us out. The chat is open if you want to come in and say hello, say how you doing. We got our boy Chief Acid in there. We got our boy ELS in there hanging out with us. You can do so as well. Let us know how your team did this weekend. Are you a Jets fan, Bills fan, just a random NFL fan, just somebody coming across? Just come in, say hi, say hello, say how you doing. 8 seconds left. Rodgers in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's setting up. Are we going to have another Hail Rodgers here? Indeed it is. All the way down to the end zone. Bounced around. Did he catch it? Yeah, they're saying he caught it in the end zone. Touchdown. Did we have another Hail Rodgers? The officials are saying touchdown. Caught, hit the ground, had possession, and then they ripped it out. Touchdown! Hail Rodgers at the end of the half again! He done it again! Unbelievable! This guy just throws Hail Marys at the end of halves, at the end of games, and it always seems to work. Lazard with the catch. He has control, hits the ground, he's down, and he's down by contact, and then they rip it out. But to me, I think, yeah, holy shit. And the extra point up and good. So the Jets, who were looking to maybe just get 3 points with that, they end up getting a touchdown at the end. And again, we are down to a 3-point game going into halftime. Holy shit. Oh, I love it. I love it. We got ourselves a hell of a game here, folks. Bills 20, Jets 17. Bills will get the second half kickoff. But wow, you got to be kidding me. Rodgers again with the Hail Mary at the end of a half or end of it, like insane. That's just you just like, oh, just another Hail Rodgers. He's gonna try to do another one. Is this gonna work? And sure enough, it fucking does. Come on, this is crazy. This is crazy. I gotta share. My brother's a Jets fan, so I gotta see what his reaction to this is. That was amazing. And just like that, you have the Jets maybe feeling dejected. Some Jet fans maybe feeling a little bit low. Going into halftime, you're going to be down 10 points. Bills get the ball first in the second half. You're like, oh, this has a real chance to get away from you. Aaron Rodgers just sprinkles a little bit of that Rodgers magic dust. And now it's a 3-point game. And if you get a stop against the Bills to start the second half, all of a sudden you got a chance to take the lead again. And you're right back in the game. Unbelievable. I love it. 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 Woo! All right. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining us here, joining me here at Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. It's great to see everybody. If you want to join us in the chat, you can. Right now, it is open. It is ready to go. If you would like, and it certainly would help, give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. It helps us out tremendously, gets us closer, hopefully, to getting monetized, obviously, with the subscriptions. That does help. We're on the road to 200 subscriptions. You can help us by hitting that subscribe button, hitting the notification bell, and making sure on that drop-down menu you click all notifications. Thank you so very much for all your help. If you want to help more directly, we have a link in our chat and in the description below this video. for our Buy Me a Coffee donation station. You can go ahead and click on that and donate to us any amount that you wish. We've had a couple donations of $5. Bryce right now is the leader in the clubhouse with a $5 donation. If you want to get your name in the ticker, donate more than $5. Your name goes in the ticker. So it's pretty cool, pretty awesome. Thank you so very much for all of you who do help. And again, any amount that you want to donate helps us out tremendously. So again, thank you so very much for all of your help. Hey, we got a raid going on! Hey! Blood raid. There you go. I like the sound of that. Papa Blood. We got Papa Blood in there. Adam. Look at all these guys. Crafty Southpaw. They're all right. It's great to see you guys. How you doing? Thank you so much for this raid. That's awesome. How you doing? Great to see everybody. Again, Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. Usually have my partner Jimbo. He is not here, but he's there. Smash the subscribe. There we go, Papa Blood. That's why I like you. So I'm going to go ahead and smash her. Wait, are we smashing? Wait a minute. That's real inappropriate. But thank you so much for the raid coming in here. It's in the game. It's in the blood. Blood raid. That's not like I'm sorry. That just sounds awesome. That sounds like something that would happen with the fucking blood raid. You're in a blood raid now. That's cool. I like that. It's pretty short. Thank you guys so much for the raid. This is tremendous. Thank you so much for all of your help and all your love. We here at Stay Tuned Sports certainly do appreciate it 1,000%. Love it, guys. Love it. I love these names too. The Crafty Southpaw, Chasing with Charlie, Papa Blood might be the winner. Papa Blood, that's got a voodoo kind of sound to it. I really like that. It's in the blood. Much love to you too. It's in the blood. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for loving my setup. Thank you so much. And again, a big shout out and love to you guys for certainly helping out. Big love, big shout out to It's in the Blood and this blood raid here, Papa Blood, Crafty Southpaw, all these guys in here. Thank you so very much for helping out here. I was just going through my normal stuff. You know, hey, if you like it, if you want to join the chat, if you want to help donate, all the the usual YouTuber stuff. And next thing you know, bam, got a raid going on. Thank you so much, guys. Great to see you. Thank you for all your love, for all your support, for all your help. It truly means a lot for us here at Stay Tuned Sports to see that. Thank you. Again, can't thank you enough, guys. Wonderful stuff. Yes, but we are at halftime. Indeed, besides getting raided, we are at halftime. The Jets are only trailing by 3 after that Aaron Rodgers at the end of the half, which he did it again. It seems just when you think it's like, how many times can it happen? It's like, it can't keep happening. It just can't keep happening. Like, it's at some point, it's got to stop, right? And sure enough, Aaron Rodgers still finds a way at the end of the half on these Hail Marys to somehow get them connected with his receivers. And again, it was Alan Lazard who came down with it, his old buddy from Green Bay. So who else would want to be doing that? Liked and subbed. Thank you so much, Chasing Miss Charlie. Thank you so very much. You guys are the best. You guys are fantastic, wonderful people. And again, with a name like It's in the Blood and Papa Blood and having a blood raid, you can't help but be cool. I'm sorry. That's just cool. It's just cool. It's a cool name. How awesome is that? So again, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for all that. You guys are amazing. Thank you. And we thank you here at Stay Tuned Sports from the bottom of my heart, for myself, for my partner Jimbo, who is not broadcasting tonight, but we certainly are going to see him next week because the Giants and Eagles play next week. So that is going to be the game. That is the game you are not going to want to miss, where you see me and Jimbo probably lose our ever-loving goddamn minds on each other. And we're gonna that is the rivalry game that we are gonna have coming up. So that is gonna be fun to watch. Right now though, after that raid, I need a cup of coffee. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee while we get ready here for the second half. Papa Blood's gonna hang out for the rest of the night. That's my guy. There we go. We got another one, ladies and gentlemen. Just watch a little bit and you'll see. You'll like it. It'll be good. But I'm going to go ahead. I need to make myself a cup of coffee real quick because this is it's good shit. It's good shit that's happening. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a good game here. Rarely do we have the really great games coming on, especially on prime time. This year has been hit or miss. We had a couple Thursdays ago. Tampa Bay and Atlanta went to overtime. Good back and forth battle. Last night was definitely not one of them with the Bengals and Giants, unfortunately. Being a Giants fan, that certainly did hurt. But this game right now is setting up to be fairly entertaining. And so you don't want to go away. You don't want to miss this. Make sure we sync ourselves up here and watch along, because who wants to listen to Joe Buck? Not a lot of people. So listen to your boy King as you go ahead and watch along with me for Monday Night Football. But for the moment, I'm going to go ahead, jump to make coffee. I'll be right back. And in the meantime, enjoy some of our good-looking merch and see if that entices you at all. Be right back. Oh, you're a Bengals fan. Oh, geez. That didn't help out. And we got another Blood Raider, Steve Weber. Great to see you, Steve. Thank you so much for helping us out here at Stay Tuned Sports, man. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all that you do. And again, with the ratings, thank you. It's well appreciated. And Papa Blood in here. Yeah, last night. Congratulations on the win. I think my Giants wasted a lot of opportunities in which we could have won that game. Unfortunately, we had a lot of wasted opportunity. But at the end of the day, it's not college. It's the NFL. You win what you can win, and you can't cry over spilled milk. And like I said, I think the Giants missed a lot of opportunities. Oh, we got another raid. Oh my God. Grossi! I got a Grossi raid. No kidding. Oh my God. I got a Grossi raid. Tom Grossi, my boy. Oh, the Grossi posse is coming in big here. I had a blood raid and now I got a posse raid. Oh my God. Oh, this might be the greatest night in Stay Tuned Sports history. Grossi posse. Oh, salute to every single one of you guys. Absolutely love to the entire Grossi posse. I got recognized by the Grossi posse. It's pretty awesome. Love you guys. Oh my God. Love. So love you guys so much. Oh, we can't thank you enough. We cannot thank you enough, guys. Oh, big love, big shout out to everybody from Tom Grossi and the Grossi posse over there. Let's go. Let's, as Tom would say, let's frackin' go. Oh, I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I see all the Go Pack goes. And listen, as a Giants fan, big respect to the Packers. Love the Packers, actually. I root for them a lot. So, again, never any hate to the Packers fans over on this side in Giants world. Love you guys. Hello. Thank you. The Hail Rodgers again. I was talking about that. How does this guy always at the end of a half, at the end of a game, is able to go ahead and get these Hail Marys caught? I've never seen anything like it in my life. Amazing. And that's one of the greatest things, again, when you're watching these games and you see that, and you're like, how many more times can he do it? How many more times? It can't happen again, right? And sure enough, at the end of the half, it happened. Love so much to the Grossi posse, Grossi raid. Love you guys so much. Thank you. Again, like, share, subscribe. That's always going to help us here at Stay Tuned Sports. I cannot thank you guys enough for all of this. Thank you. So he sold his soul for ayahuasca. Maybe that's why he's able to keep on completing these passes. He's got that fourth eye level, 4-dimension thinking. He's able to get those. Hail Marys and a lot of thank you so much for the subs. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you guys so very much. All you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mason, thank you so much. Roger the Dodger there from Frank. Thank you guys so much. For a second there, I couldn't keep up with everybody rating. It was moving by so fast. A-Rod has done stuff like this to the Vikings fans, so I'm glad he's no longer a Packer. Yeah, I can understand that. I can 1,000% understand that if you're tired of seeing that stuff happen. Liked and subbed for my Colts. See you later. Thank you so much Colts are looking. Hey, listen, they look a lot. They look good with Flacco in there. I'm gonna say, liked and sub, dig my vibe. Thank you. So I dig your vibe, guys. Thank you so very much. Today is indeed a good day, ELS. We've had 2 raids today. Oh, it's truly amazing. Almost 200. Thank you guys so much. Almost got us to the goal that we wanted to get to. You guys are amazing. To get raided by the Grassi Posse is maybe one of the greatest things if you're a football YouTuber. It really is. So I can't get over it. And of course, yeah, ELS, our main guy there in the chat, he's a huge Packers fan, so go Pack go. Liked and subscribed. Thank you, Earl James, so much. Package Production, thank you so much. Again, you guys, I can't tell you how much this means for us here at Stay Tuned Sports. You guys are amazing. Stuck here for the rest of the game. Got Grassi on my TV. Go Lions. All right, there we go. We got a couple more viewers here. I like this. Let's go. We're getting ready to start the second half here. Bills will receive the second half kickoff, and it is away, and they're going to take it out of the end zone. It was about a yard deep. It's going to be returned here by the Bills, and only gets it to about the 22-yard line, and that is where the Bills will start the second half, first drive of the second half here. Adam says, keep pounding. We said, hey, listen, Andy Dalton did pretty well. He did pretty well versus, for a while there. But at the end of the day, you are still the Panthers, and there's a lot to fix there. There's a lot to fix there, but you just hope that your owner doesn't get in the way of that. Calling MetLife Stadium the Big HVAC Unit. It is. It looks like a giant, like one of the central air conditioners on the back of a suburban house, doesn't it? It's terrible. It's a terrible place to play football. 1st and 10. Josh Allen is under center. Calling out the plays and fakes the handoff. I don't know why. The Bills have been murdering the Jets on the ground. He throws. That's going to be caught at the Jets' 40-yard line by Samuel, and he's going to get tackled at the Jets' 39-yard line. That was very close to being over the line of scrimmage, but I don't think he was. That is going to be a good pass. So the Bills, big play right out of the gate here against the Jets and this offense. Yeah, an HVAC unit is supposed to make people comfortable, though. This is one thing that MetLife Stadium doesn't do, is make anybody comfortable, especially the players. Rips their knees up. Lions fans stuck in Seahawks territory. I want to see the Jets do well. They need all the help they can get, and they certainly do. Davis again with the carry there on first down. Gets a couple yards. We got a little bit of a conversation happening between the Jets and Bills linemen there that comes to nothing. I'll say this, when it comes to the Jets, at least for tonight, man, I don't know why they ever moved away from these uniforms. These are beautiful uniforms. Like I said, all they had to do was make them this color, Kelly green, and it would have been great. That's all I'm saying. I'm a uniform nerd anyway, so that's what we got here. 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Bills. Josh Allen's going to be under center. Looks like Shakir's in motion. Again, it's going to be a handoff to Davis. And again, he breaks a lot of tackles, as he's been doing all day, and gets a first down. I don't know what is wrong with this Jets run defense, but they cannot stop Davis or anything when it comes to the Bills' run game. They've been running all over them this entire game. And ELS let me know that we got the 200 subs. Guys, I cannot thank you enough. From the bottom of our heart here at Stay Tuned Sports, thank you guys so very much. You guys have no idea actually what that means to me. Like it's really incredible. Thank you guys so very much. I honestly can't even fathom it right now. 1st and 10, Josh Allen. He's going to roll out to his right, throws, and it's going to be caught. That one is by Knox, I believe. I was calling Kincaid Knox before. Whoops. But we do have a flag down. Uh-oh. That's going to add to the number. See, this is the one thing that I do a little bit different than Tom. Tom does what's accepted penalties only. I do any flag that's thrown. If the flag is thrown, even if they pick it up, even if it's declined, the flag goes up there because the goddamn officials, they threw. Do you know what their intention was? So that stays up there. And that's going to be pass interference on the offense. Pass interference on the Bills. And that is going to be on Dawson Knox. So that's going to move them back a bit. As we see, there was... they're going to call that a push. Again, If I called the one against the Jets a little ticky tack in the first half, I'll call that one ticky tack. I think that one's a little ticky tack to be called. But either way, now it makes it 1st and 20 for the Bills from the Jets 39. Sorry about that. Josh Allen's in shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to break forward, pulls it down, and he gets hit after a gain of about 4 yards. So, we're going to have 2nd and 16 coming up here for the Bills. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for the raids. We had 2 raids. We had a blood raid today, and of course we had probably the biggest thing that maybe happened in this channel is we had a Grassi Posse raid. And you guys, I can't thank you enough for both of you, for the Grassi Posse, for the It's in the Blood gang there. Thank you guys so much. From us here at Stay Tuned Sports to you guys, thank you. Every single one of you guys you don't understand the appreciation that you guys have for us, that we have for you here at Stay Tuned Sports. For myself, King, for my partner Jimbo. Thank you so much. By the way, coming up this week is going to be the big rivalry game for the belt. I don't know if you see the belt back here. That is the Giants-Eagles rivalry belt that me and Jimbo have been fighting over for about 10 years. The Giants have only won it, I think, 3 times. So, not a great record, but Giants and Eagles this week, week 7 coming up here in the NFL. So that should be a pretty fun stream. It's one that you guys are probably not going to want to miss. That one is going to be fun as hell. So thank you so much for everybody who's watching, everybody who rated, everybody who liked, who shared, who subscribed, who's still here watching with us. Thank you so much again for all that you're doing and all that you've done. And again, I seriously cannot thank you enough. Checking on some other stuff here. What do we got? We got the Yankees are up 5-1 on Cleveland in the bottom of the 7th. Yankees trying to join the Mets won earlier today in Los Angeles against the Dodgers 7-3 to tie the NLCS up 1 game apiece as they now come out to Citi Field. I think Wednesday is when they do it. They got 3 straight games at Citi Field, so we'll see what happens there in the NLCS. The Devils, my hockey team, first team in the NHL to beat the Utah Hockey Club. Islanders couldn't do it. No, sir. Could the Rangers? The Rangers couldn't do it. No, the Rangers suck. So, in case anybody wants to know, we do. We are Stay Tuned Sports. We love the NFL here. We're doing a lot of NFL, but we are definitely going to be doing a lot more on this. Opinions on the Saints. Josh, I got to tell you, I was hoping that the Saints were going to be one of the real teams. Like when we saw after like week 2, and we were like, oh, are the Vikings real? Are the Saints real? Are the Buccaneers real? Go Blues. I like the Blues. I rooted for them. I wanted to see them win the Cup a couple of years ago. And plus the uniform. I love the logo. Beautiful. When it comes to the Saints, hello, God bless, Feeding Frenzy. Great to see you as well. Go Canes. As a Devils fan, me and Hurricanes have a bit of a me, I don't like the Hurricanes at all. You're one of my rival teams. I'll tell you that right now. Especially after 2009, but and really all the other times when the Canes have been a thorn in our side. But yes, back to the original question about the Saints. I was hoping, I really was, that the Saints were going to be one of the real teams. It unfortunately looks like the Saints might have been one of those teams that got out to that hot start and now have faded. And now you got Derek Carr, who's hurt, but he was kind of looking not great either. 2nd and 15 coming up for the Bills. But so for the Saints, they can still turn it around, but we'll see. Big pass from Josh Allen out to his left side. That's going to fall incomplete. A lot of hand checking between Reed and who's that? Keon Coleman. And no call. In my mind, that's a good no call. Both of them were looking back at the ball. That's a good one. ELS, if you could do that, that would be great. Thank you so very much. And yeah, like I said, Josh, I like the Saints. I really do. And you got Alvin Kamara. You have so much good. Olave is such a talent. And you hope that they can just turn it around here. 3rd and 15. That's going to be Keon Coleman out of the backfield. He's going to get it up to the 29, it appears like, but it will be fourth down. 11:35 left here in the third quarter, and the clock is running. So it appears on a 4th and 10. They're certainly close enough for a field goal, and indeed they are going to try for a field goal here. Tyler Bass out on the field for a 47-yard attempt to make it 23-17. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, and it is no good. So we have a missed/blocked extra point for Tyler Bass in this game, and now he kick that goes wide right, which is not something that Bills fans ever want to hear. But that's bad. Olavi isn't. Yeah, he's in concussion protocol, unfortunately. And Rashid Shaheed isn't. Yeah, so I mean, you guys, like, the Saints have so much talent, and they have the ability. And believe it or not, I do like Derek Carr. I think he is and can be a very good quarterback. But the injuries hurt, and I don't know what happened. Like, because again, you guys look great. You crushed the Cowboys. Like now you're starting to think, like, you know, were the Cowboys just that bad? Were the Saints just that good, or something happened? Because then they played the Eagles, and it seemed like the Eagles focused solely on stopping Alvin Kamara in that game, and they did a good job of it. And that's why, you know, the Saints had a chance in that game to beat the Eagles. And it was just a close game, lost, low-scoring game, and that was like, oh, maybe the Eagles just game planned for them. Maybe they just got it. But then since then, the offense, again, for the Saints has not been able to get rolling the way that it was. Again, I think they had some opportunities to stay in that game with the Chiefs on Monday night, and again, just missed out. So again, I think there's a lot to like about the Saints. But again, as a Giants fan, I understand when you're sitting there 2-4 and you're looking at the chances of missed opportunities, chances you could have, coulda, woulda, shoulda, all those things. You know, as a Giants fan, I think if we had some better play calling and better decision making from Brian Daboll and our head coach, we could very easily be 4-2, if not 5-1. Surprisingly, believe it or not. But you are what your record says you are, unfortunately, in the NFL. So. In the chat, Thailand's chief asset says, I think the Cowboys are just that bad. They're not good. And, you know, and maybe that's going to be my only source of joy this year is watching the Cowboys not be great. But, and that also gives me a little bit of hope, too, as a Giants fan. It's like the NFC East, nobody's really running away with it. Like, you know, Washington's 4-2, the Eagles are 4-2, but the Eagles still seem to be a bit of a mess. Again, and we'll see coming up this week when they face the Giants how much we'll get with that. But it feels like the, you know, that's still open. The Cowboys are not looking great. So the Giants, I wish they could have taken advantage of that opportunity. 1st down and 10 for the Jets. That's going to be a gain of about 1.5 yards, about 2 maybe, for Breece Hall. For the Giants, you wish they could have taken advantage of the opportunities. Like, again, that Thursday night game against the Cowboys, I think there was some bad play calling there when it came to Daboll and the Giants. They had opportunities to win that game, and they did not. And then you look at the game last night against the Bengals. They had opportunities to win that game, and they did not. And I go back to the Washington game where if Daboll just puts a kicker in the open roster spot, the Giants probably win that game. So, missed opportunities for the Giants. I think the Saints, same thing, missed opportunities, and now we look here and this is just where we are at 2-4, 2nd and 8, and Hall's going to be stopped for no gain. 3rd down and 8 now for the Jets. Coming up 10-10 in the third quarter here. Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. Hanging out with you here. If you like what you're watching, please like, share, subscribe. I know we just got raided by we had 2 raids. We had a raid from It's in the Blood. We had a blood raid, which sounds super awesome. And then, of course, the king of YouTube, NFL live streamers, watch-alongs, all those things, Tom Grossi and the Grossi Posse. We got a raid from the Grossi Posse, which was absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much for that. Amazing stuff. 3rd and 8 coming up for Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, and he's going to get sacked back at the 30-yard line. The Jets' offensive line, again, still having real problems protecting Rodgers. We do have a flag down. If you're going to are they going to get a flag for a holding, and you can't protect? What do we got? We got a personal foul. What, punching? Is that what? Oh, they're going to call. That's the weirdest roughing the. Usually that's roughing the passer. He said roughing the passer. Did he punch Aaron Rodgers? I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, though, 15-yard penalty gives the Jets a first down. I'm not so sure about that penalty call. Said the situation Jerry got us into. The high-dollar contracts are definitely hindering the ability to bring in more talent. And that's the thing. It's for Jerry, part of it almost feels like he was damned if he did, damned if he didn't. Like, if he doesn't sign Dak, if he doesn't do all this, all people are going to say, oh, you should have secured the quarterback. You should have done all this stuff. And then he does, and they don't perform well, and now it's, well, now we're hindered. We can't get any more pieces. And I think for the Cowboys, it's a lot of things all at once. Breece Hall with the carry here on first down. Crosses the 50-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of about 5. When you look at it, like Dak got the largest contract in NFL history, and he has not played up to it. And you have CeeDee Lamb there, who got paid as well. And I mean, he's not playing terribly, but again, you're talking about Dak doesn't look great, and then you have Micah Parsons who's hurt, DeMarcus Lawrence who's hurt on defense. Like, there's bad offensive play, injuries on defense. It's all coming to like a giant shitstorm for the Cowboys, unfortunately. 2nd and 5. That's going to be a gain of about 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1.5 there. Breece Hall with the carry. Chief Asset in the chat. I can hear Bills fans crying about Justin Timberlake right now. Zero Solar. I think McCarthy got too many chances. If you have that much talent and you still suck, that's on coaching. That's been my thought. That's been my thought the whole time when it comes to the Cowboys. Like, people want to blame Jerry. Jerry as a GM has consistently put out one of the better talent-wise football team on paper out for the Cowboys. He has. 3rd and 2, Breece Hall, he's going to get it, and he goes more 30, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he's finally pushed out at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal for the New York Jets. And yes, Chief Asset says almost every team has major injuries. I do agree with that as well. So you can't use injuries so much as an excuse. But yeah, like, people like to give Jerry Jones a bunch of shit for being, oh, he's ruining the team. He gets too involved. As a general manager, Jerry Jones has put together usually one of the top 5, top 10 most talented teams on paper in the NFL. And it's something is always going wrong there in Dallas or Arlington that doesn't allow it to happen. 1st and goal, Aaron Rodgers. That ball looked like it got tipped at the line, so. Oh, I thought Aaron Rodgers might have hurt there for a second. He might just be pissed that he missed an opportunity. That might have been close. Oh yeah, no, that hit off somebody's helmet. Nap there with the actual block there. Saints fan here, looking forward to Thursday night. Will Sean Payton get booed? I don't know. Again, he brought them a Super Bowl. You know, which, again, for somebody like me, I'm old as dirt. 2nd and goal, it's going to be no gain for the Jets. 3rd and goal coming up. Jets can't waste this opportunity. I mean, I think he'll get cheered initially, and then for the rest of the game they'll boo him. But I wouldn't boo him. The guy brought you a Super Bowl champion. If somebody brings you a Super Bowl, I'm not booing him. You know, I wouldn't think so. At least if I'm New Orleans, at least to start off with, I'm like, hey, listen, Thank you so much for bringing us the Super Bowl. Thank you very much. Now, you're a Broncos coach, so boo. But initially, I wouldn't boo. 6:23 left here in the third quarter. 3rd and goal. Aaron Rodgers takes the snap, backs, looks, throws to the back of the end zone. Incomplete. No flag. Aaron Rodgers is pissed, as are some of the other Jets, but there is no call for pass interference. It is 4th down. The Jets are going to send out the field goal unit to try to tie the game here at 20. Chief Asset in the chat. He says, I want to mention that if we have no injuries, Mahomes would be throwing 80-yard touchdowns right now. I mean, that could be, too. You know, and the Chiefs haven't played their best game yet. They played well on Thursday. That might be the best game they played all year so far. But I don't think we've seen the best from the Chiefs yet. And again, the Chiefs have a ton of injuries. A lot of teams have so many injuries here. But the Jets trying here for a 22-yard field goal attempt. Snap, hold, kick, up, and it is indeed good. And there we go. It is a tie game, 2020. Which, if you lived through it, certainly it's a triggering statement to make. But it is the score of the game. So it 6:13 left in the third quarter. Chief Asset in the chat. Yeah, no. Hollywood never even got to start the season. Rasheed, again, there's a question like at this point, you hope that the NFL would have actually put him on the commissioner's list to not play and suspended him, so that he would have missed that injury that happened to him, and then you could have had him later on in the season. As it stands, he's probably done for the year. Even though they're trying to say he's not. I think he is. So you have Xavier Worthy, who, again, he didn't have a lot in last Thursday's game anyway. He did not play, or last Monday night's game, sorry. Like, he was not involved so much. The game they played against the Saints, it was the Travis Kelce show. And that was the question, too, for all year. It was like, where'd Travis Kelce go? Where'd Travis Kelce go? Why is Travis Kelce so bad? The Taylor Swift sucked out his mojo or something, you know. And it turned out he's still good. He's still good. He's still there. So when you look at it that way, you know, and that's the scary thing, too. The Chiefs haven't played their best football yet, and they're 5-0. That's a scary thing to think about. And we'll see. And, you know, let's see. We'll be all right. I actually think the stuff starts getting fire when Hollywood steps back onto the field. Do we know when he's expected to get back? Do we know? I don't know if that's information I've heard yet or not. I just haven't kept up on it, and that could be my fault. Let me check here real quick. Because I know I saw something here. Hold on, I want to get back to it. I got to go through the chat here. Okay, I still have that. So that's still there. Okay. Again, guys, I can't thank you enough. In case anybody missed it. And I'm sure we have a lot of people here who were part of it. We got raided. We got twice raided. We had a blood raid from it's in the Blood People, and we got raided by the Grassi Posse, by Tom Grassi and his people himself. I can't tell you how amazing that was. Thank you guys so very much for all that you do. My name is King. Here with you on Stay Tuned Sports. That's going to be a dynamic touchback on that kickoff. And the Bills will take over at the 30-yard line. I have a boogie in my nose. I know it looks like I'm a coke addict right now, but I feel like I got a boogie. It's a little chilly up here in the Northeast. From Jersey. I don't know if you can tell. I might be from New Jersey. Let's see. Within the month, Chief Asset says, when it comes to Hollywood coming back there for the Chiefs, which again is a scary thing. If the Chiefs start getting healthier and they start playing better football defensively, offensively, I mean, that's going to be the scary thing to think about. We have a flag thrown already on 1st and 10 for the Bills. And indeed, it is a full start. Going to do a little bit of the hand jive. Churning butter. Or hitting a speed bag. I don't know. Bottom of the 8th, by the way, in the ALCS Game 1, Yankees 5, Cleveland 2. Just keeping everybody abreast of that situation in case you're interested in the baseball. 1st and 15 now for the Bills from the 25-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Davis, who has been carving up this Jets defense all night and still doing so as we approach the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter. That's going to be a gain of about 6, 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Bills. The Bills, if they win this game, have an 85% chance of winning the AFC East, according to some kind of statistics. If the Jets win, the Bills fall to 43%, and the Jets go from a 13% chance of winning to a 47% chance of winning. So, good things can happen for either team that wins this game. Jets pick up the blitz on the Bills pick up the blitz that the Jets were throwing. It's going to be thrown by Josh Allen and caught for about a 4-yard gain to Kincaid. As we have a little more pushing and shoving between these two old rivals, the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. 3rd and 6 coming up. So it was only a gain of 3, not 4. That's my fault. I got the bad eyes. But to be fair, so do the officials. So let's not even get into that. Sean Nichols in chat says Aaron Rodgers is a second half of the season quarterback. And I think that's true too, especially coming off the Achilles, not playing for a year, like him getting back into a rhythm of something. Like I think later on in the year, he is going to be a lot better than what he's been so far. Thrown down the field, and there's a flag as there was just like an unnecessary bump as that ball was going way the hell out of bounds. I think it's uncatchable, but Ulbrich telling his player to be smart, which I think you have to be at that point. You're going, be smart, be smart. Yes. I think you 1,000% have to be smart on that. The refs are going to discuss it. I think that marks us up to 16. He did turn his head to look. They're going to say a personal foul on the Bills. Pass interference on the Jets. Penalties offset. So actually there were 2 flags on that play. So the flag counter goes up even though neither one of them are accepted. Again, that's the one thing I do. I know we got some people in here from the Grossi raid. I have the flag counter, kind of like Tom does, but the only thing I do different is Tom counts for the penalties that are accepted. I do it for every flag thrown. You throw the flag, the intention was there, and I'm marking you, Mr. Official. I'm marking you. Chief Asset, AFC East has turned into the division from the NFC weak. I'll tell you what, I'll say this. I went into this season thinking that the AFC North was going to be maybe the toughest division in football. Instead, I got the conference wrong. It's the NFC North is an absolute powerhouse division. Josh Allen, 3rd and 6, throws down the field. That's going to be incomplete. 4th and 6. The Jets do hold off the Bills after the offsetting penalties on the last play. Incomplete pass on the replay of 3rd and 6. And the Bills will have to punt. And I agree, Chief Asset. That's the second time that there was an uncatchable ball that they threw a flag for pass interference. And don't get me started. I've already had like 7 rants on the officials during this season, during these live streams. By the way, I know we had some Saint fans in here as well. We will be doing that game live here. Saints versus Broncos Thursday night. As the punt is away, the Jets will have it. Near where? Near their 25-ish area there. So we'll be covering that game as well. We cover all the NFL primetime games, Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night, as well as any Giants games or Eagles games. so long as Jimbo is around to broadcast them with us. Jimbo being the Eagles fan, I'm a Giants fan. So those are the two. That's the main ones we always want to focus on, are Giants and Eagles. And this week, it's going to be both of them, same game. The first game of the King James rivalry, as we see the belt here. I had that from last year due to the point differential, because that's the only way the Giants ever win. The Giants haven't swept the Eagles, and I can't remember how long. So that's the only way I'm ever going to be able to win that belt. But that rivalry will resume this weekend. Saquon makes his return to MetLife, and that'll be fun here. But also we do, again, every NFL primetime game. Also, this past week we had Jimbo. He did a live stream play-by-play and reaction to the bare knuckle fighting out in Spain. We're also going to be doing some hockey live streams coming up. We will be doing some wrestling live streams coming up. We are Stay Tuned Sports. We're not just Stay Tuned Football. We're Stay Tuned Sports. So we're going to try to cover as much of the interest and gamut that we can. I'm also a big curling guy, but that doesn't really translate well to doing play-by-play reactions too. So I will just watch that in my own leisure, and I won't subject you guys to that. Who do you think will come out on top in the NFC North? Is it anyone? It's anyone's. I'll tell you what. The Hutchinson injury hurts the Lions tremendously. But at this point, I think you have to open it up to anybody. Because, right now, clearly the Vikings are in the driver's seat. They're 5-0, undefeated. Then you got the Lions with the one loss. And then you have the Packers and Bears with 2 losses each. But even they're playing better. And Caleb Williams is playing better. And I know he played the Panthers, and I know he played the Jaguars, 2 teams that are struggling a lot. So you have to take that into account. I get that. I get all that. But maybe that's what you need as a rookie quarterback. Maybe you just need a little bit of that lesser opponent to help get into a rhythm, get feeling better. And again, he's got the weapons there. He's got all that. And it looks like that's working. And so, the Bears, given enough time, can be very dangerous in that division. 1st and 10, Aaron Rodgers throws to Garrett Wilson to his right, and that's going to be first down up to the 42-yard line. First down for the New York Jets. Sean Nichols, Vikings will choke. Lions are out with Hutchinson. Packers will slide in, but the division will die out starting Thanksgiving. So Sean thinks that the NFC North is kind of an early season wonder story, but then will fade as the season goes on, which can happen. We've seen it before where we've seen some of these divisions get out to a hot start. Everybody's like, oh my God, is this going to be the first time we get 4 teams from a division in the playoffs? And some teams will fall by the wayside and things like that. And that can happen. But right now, it seems like the teams are only getting stronger and better. 1st and 10, again, pass to Wilson. That's going to be in Bill's territory. He stiff arms the helmet right off of a Bill. That was DeMar. Oh. At least he didn't, hit him in the chest like Tua did. He just tried to cause a head injury. That's all. What a nice guy. But it is a first down for the Jets as they are now in Bills territory. Down to the 35-yard lines of the Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10. Rodgers in shotgun. He's going to hand it off here to Hall. Hall gets a big gash up the middle. He gets right to the 25-yard line, but we do have a flag down. Oh, there we go. There's our flag down. Bears got a chance? No way. They don't have any good coaching staff with quarterbacks. What do we got? We got a personal foul. Chop block on the Bills. So personal foul, that'll be added to the end of the run. We are up to 18 flags thrown in this game. Again, that's one thing I do different from Tom. Tom does the penalties accepted. I do the flags thrown no matter what, whether they're accepted, picked up, whatever. Look how many first-round quarterbacks were busts with the Bears. It wasn't for a lack of talent either. again, there's one kid that's five the Bears. It's Caleb. I think Caleb is a different. I think he's a different level of talent. And we're starting to see that he is growing. Like I said, he's getting every week he's getting better. So I think that's the thing you want to see. When you see a team, a player, everything like that, when they improve week to week to week to week, that's what you want to see, and that means something's happening. There's something good. 1st and 10, Aaron Rodgers, that's going to be thrown to Breece Hall. He's going to get... Oh, he reestablished himself. So he had a 3-yard gain, was pushed back, reestablished, tried to get some more, but instead actually kind of loses a yard there. So it'll be a gain of only 2 for the Jets on that 1st down. Now, I'm not saying the Bears are going to win the NFC North. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying the Bears are going to win the North. But will the Bears have a winning record? Will the Bears possibly be in line for a wild card? You can't dismiss that out of hand. You can't dismiss that out of hand or automatically already. You can't do it. Like it certainly is a possibility. 2nd and 9, Aaron Rodgers throws to his left. That is going to be caught by Lazard as he is marked as a yard and a few inches short of the 1st down. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Jets. It's a false flag and improvement. I like that. All right, that's pretty funny. And like I said, that you have to take into consideration that it was against the Panthers and that it was against the Jaguars. So, but you'd still like to see what he's doing there with the 4 touchdown passes. Almost could have been 5. It could have been all those. Like, instead of struggling against even the bad teams, he's improving against the bad teams. That's going to be a run by Allen on the 3rd down, and he breaks all the way into the end zone. We have a flag, though. So before we put up the touchdown graphic, we have holding on the Jets. So no touchdown. There is no touchdown. That's why I don't do it. You see the flag come out. Flag graphic comes out before the touchdown graphic does. So no touchdown on 3rd and 1. It will now be 3rd and 11 coming up for the Jets. Shawn Nichols is not a believer in the Chicago Bears, and that's fine. Like, I get it, you know. Again, it's still early in the season. They are 4-2, though. Being 4-2 is better than 2-4 as a Giants fan. I can tell you that. Here we go. 3rd and 11 from the 14-yard line. Aaron Rodgers back, looking to throw. Throws over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Garrett Wilson, intended receiver, hit as he caught the ball as he is now down in the end zone. And he is not getting up. 4th and 11 coming up here for the Jets. Garrett Wilson kind of got sandwiched there, hit by 2 players. Hamlin was one of them. He had it, he caught it, but he got absolutely rocked. And he is still down. Zero Solar. That was a hospital ball. It was. I mean, if he would have held on, it would have been great. But he still would have been hurt. Like, that's what I mean. That was an Uchi. That was an Uchi hit, and you could definitely tell why Garrett Wilson is still on the turf there at MetLife Stadium. That one looked like it. That one looked like it hurt. You hope that it's just maybe a knock the wind out of him. Whenever you see somebody down like that, where they're still kind of moving, they're still conscious, and it seems like they still have everything, and nothing looks like it's broken. Unlike Aiden Hudson yesterday, don't want to relive that. But like, that's your first thought, is like, you're hoping that it's just like a wind knocked out of them situation. You know what I'm saying? And don't be making hey, Chief Asset, don't be making fun of curling, man. Curling's awesome. I love it. You got a nice cup of coffee in the morning. You watch the Scotties. What's the Briar going on there in the middle of February, middle of March? Oh, dude, come on. There's nothing better. There's nothing better. Gotta go, Deb. Gotta go. Hurry hard. Hooray. Hard. Gotta go. Love it. You gotta love curling. I'm sorry. I love curling. It's great. It's good shit. Yeah. They're saying Dan Campbell said 4 to 6 months. And he's like, but I'll never count out Hutch, man. I'm not going to count him out. It's like, he kind of had that. Who was that? Was it Georges St. Pierre, from MMA? I want to say it was like 10 years ago or something like that. He tried to do like a roundhouse kick, and it was blocked by somebody's shin, and it did the same thing. His shin just wrapped around the other guy's shin. Like, your leg's not supposed to do that. And that's what happened to Hutch. So that was not a great look. Not a great look. We see Garrett Wilson on the sideline. He's walking around. Seems to be okay. They're probably going to check him out here anyway, as they do in the Plude tent with all the other stuff. But the Jets going for a field goal here, 32-yard attempt to take the lead here against the Bills. Greg Zuerlein. Snap, hold, kick, up, and hits the upright. No good. So that is the third missed kick of the game in a very cool, very breezy MetLife Stadium, the Big HVAC, in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Zero sold. Again, a fellow curler. Absolutely. I love it's great. It's great. It's like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's weird. Part of me thinks that there has to be like some Canadian in me somewhere. Because again, I love hockey. I love curling. I love poutine. You give me some cheese curds, French fries, and gravy. Put that in the cup for me. Let's go. I'm excited. And I love cold weather. So like, part of me feels like just throw my ass up in the Yukon territory, and I'm good to go. I'm set. Give me a house in Yellowknife. 1st and 10 for the Bills. And we've got a false start already. And ladies and gentlemen, we have hit 20 flags thrown. And that's a false start on the Bills, so that's going to move them back 5 yards. Spencer Brown with the infraction. Makes it, but that's what I mean. It's like it feels like there's there's a spiritual Canadian in me somewhere. It's just like, you like it when it's 30 degrees out. You like it when it's 28 degrees. You like just watching people sit on ice and throw stones, and you like eating French fries with gravy and cheese curds and drinking Labatt Blue and Moosehead. We got another flag. My God. As we got illegal formation now on the Bills. Oh, dear sweet Lord. The flags are just coming up. Because, of course, as we know, we're not here to watch the players. We're not here to watch that. No, we don't want to see entertainment. We don't want to see these fun, entertaining football players play games. No, what do we want to see? We want to see the minutia of NFL rules. We want to see flags thrown. We want to see how these officials throw their flags and how many of them they can. Because it's all about the flags. Flag, 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 flag. It's not about the players. Not about giving deep balls past or big yardage chunk plays, excitement, fun. Who needs that? Who needs excitement and fun when you can have referees throwing flags? If I had the option to watch Packers at Lambeau in negative 10 degree with snowy weather, I would be the idiot without a shirt on there. I do. That's it. I was at the Devils Flyers outdoor game this year at MetLife Stadium, and it was cold as hell. I'm there and all wrapped up as much as I could be, and still cold as hell. But it didn't matter. I loved it. I loved every second of it. Put me in some negative degree weather, and I am set and ready to go. Love it. 2nd and 20 coming up here for the Bills, with 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. And that was a fun game too, because the Devils destroyed the Flyers. That was fun. It's always good when you beat the Flyers. or any team from Philadelphia for that matter. 2nd and 20 coming up here for Josh Allen and the Bills. From the 12-yard line, Josh Allen back, looking to throw. He's going to connect here. That is to Shakir. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. And that is going to be the last play of the third quarter. As ladies and gentlemen, and I still had the quarter at 3. Why did I have 2? It should have been 3. Sorry about that. Everybody's watching this thinking we're watching the second quarter. We're still before the third. No, that was supposed to be a 3. That's my fault. That's my fault. But now, I put it at 3 now for 2 seconds at the thing. That's my fault. And now it's not the 34th quarter. Jesus. It is the 4th quarter. Get the 4s up, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the 4th quarter. Coming up here, Monday Night Football. Yes, I know. Sean, I'll tell you what. That's my fault. You know what it was? And I'll say this. I'm not gonna blame the Rays. But I was a little frazzled. I was a little taken aback. My mind was in a tizzy. Because I just got hit with 2 raids, which was amazing. And again, I cannot thank you guys enough for that. So if the price for having the raids is having the wrong quarter up there, so be it. I'll take that. I will take that. That'll be my thing. Oh, I also didn't update the possession either. Oh boy. I'm sorry. My mind is all over the place right now. Pecan played against Brett Favre in high school. Closest I got to Green Bay. Sean Nichols, I will say I'm not sold on Love yet. All you need is love. And love is all you need. I'll say this. Did he deserve the contract that he got? No. I don't think he deserved the contract that he got. But he was coming up on it. He played very well at the end of last year and into the playoffs. That's kind of the, yes, I think it was good for him to spend time behind Rodgers and to develop that way and get where he is, because I still think he's better off now than what he would have been if he just tried to throw him into the game. But because of that, you started coming up on a real hard kind of contract situation. So instead of letting it get to like a Dak Prescott situation or run into something like that, take care of it now. Yeah, it's a little big, but the upside is this guy could be your next franchise quarterback, in which you go from Favre to Rodgers now to Love. And again, I think you give him a little bit more time to come back. He's still getting that rust off, if that's what you want to call it. I still think he's playing. I still think he's playing well. That pass in the end zone in L.A. when he was trying to get rid of it to avoid the safety. That sometimes eat the 2 points. Sometimes just eat the 2 points. Oh, did I? Holy shit! Ladies and gentlemen. See, me and Tom, man, simpatico. We're right there. On Love, Sean says that any pass over 10 plus yards is so inaccurate on almost every throw. Every pass seems like he backpedals. He does throw off his back foot a lot. Maybe that's the downside of having been behind Rodgers. Is just we're starting with the flag. We didn't even get anything going yet. The clock is still at 15 minutes and we got a flag. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Bills. Another flag. Every pass. So that I said maybe that's the bad thing about having been by Rodgers, that he backpedals and throws off his back foot on a lot of his passes. Maybe that is something you can try to coach out of him or try to get him not to do. But like overall, I still say you're in a better position with Love than without him. 3rd and 21 here for the Bills. They're going to get it up to the 16-yard line, and it looks like they're going to have to punt here very early in the 4th quarter. Chief Asset, if you have a Chipotle near you, could you please go and buy a burrito and eat it for me? I will live voyeuristically through you. I live in a land where Chipotle does not exist, and I need help. Well, I don't know. If me stuffing my burrito is something you want to be voyeuristic about, I don't know. Might make me feel a little uncomfortable. I don't know. Maybe I'll start an OnlyFans. Maybe I'll do that and do just stuffing Chipotle in my mouth for $9.99 a month. That punt goes all the way down to the Jets' 25-yard line. Could have been tackled, but he gets away. And that's going to get up to the 35-yard line, and that's where the Jets will go ahead and take over for their first possession here of the fourth quarter, as I am now back on track. I got the correct quarter. The possession ball's in the correct spot where it should be, and that's where we're going. And so, I know you're kidding, Chief Asset. I know, it's okay. I'm joking too. I'm not going to start an OnlyFans for eating burritos. I promise. Yankees win, by the way, in the ALCS Game 1, 5-2 over Cleveland. Weird fetish. I was going to say, it's a weird one. That's a weird one. That's the first one for me. And I believe we do have a game here. 2020 in the fourth. Still saying 2020 still makes me. I wonder if YouTube's going to, give me a strike for saying 2020 at this point. Feels like it's a dirty word. To me, it feels like a dirty word. 14:06 from the 34-yard line. Aaron Rodgers is in shotgun, man in motion. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Breece Hall. It's going to be thrown and caught. That's Allen Lazard up at the 49-yard line. First down, New York Jets. Shawn Nichols, I am in the middle of nowhere. We don't have much either. Nearest Chipotle is like a 90-minute drive away. Whew, that's rough. That's rough. But for a special occasion, an anniversary or something, bring them to Chipotle, baby. That's the height of true romance, if you ask me. First and 10, Jets from the 49-yard line. Rodgers again in shotgun. Man in motion. Pitch out to Breece Hall. Breece Hall's going to cut it upfield and just loses his feet as he gets a gain of 6 yards. And we have another late flag. Oh, the refs are flag happy today. They are loving throwing the flags. What are you throwing a flag for? For eating a meal? For eating a succulent Chinese meal? It's going to be holding on the Jets. That's going to move him back. Replay, first down. Oh, that's what I mean, Sean. Chipotle is going to let you know whether or not the one you're with is the one that you're supposed to be with or not. If you can rip a Chipotle burrito fart in front of your partner and they're still with you, either way, man, woman, man, same sex, gay, lesbian, whatever. If you can do that, you got yourself a keeper. That's the true mark. First and 18 for the Jets now. Back at their own 41. Quick pass over the middle, dropped. Incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended receiver. Second and 18 coming up here for the New York Jets. I think you and the Jets need to change your logo, an update perhaps. Again, I wish, that's the one thing I'm upset with ESPN. I was off on that a little bit earlier on in the stream. ESPN is $1 billion company. Why do you still have the Jets? You can't match the logo, your graphic, to what the Jets are wearing and a throwback that they have. Come on, let's be with it. Second and 18, it's going to be handoff to Hall. Hall's going to bring it all the way up to the 48-yard line. So it's going to be third and about 11, as they're about a yard short of the original line of scrimmage. MJ Musher there in the chat. I think I'm pronouncing the name right. Who knows? My ex ripped one so loud, her deaf grandma heard it. Listen. Doesn't matter if you can hear or not. Sometimes if you vibrate the bones, you're going to be able to hear that, whether you're deaf or not. So, Pecan in the chat, so sick of the offensive holding flags. I say let them fight it out. At this point, yes, because they're just throwing so many. Aaron Rodgers, deep throw. Holy shit, that was caught. Allen Lazard with the catch. Rodgers took a hit. Gets up. He's got a bit of the old man walk going on to him. But he completed that pass. Holy mackerel. He caught that from underneath Bernard's arm. Wow. And then Rodgers took a little bit of a high-low there. But a first down, big play. Surprised to not see a flag on that one. Oh, never mind. There's a flag. Delay a game. That one's on the Jets. Again, that might have been because Rodgers had to try to old man stumble down the field. So, I mean, I can't blame him. Maybe you take a timeout? I don't know. Although timeouts are at a premium. In this game, it's 2020. You're in the fourth quarter. Timeouts are a premium. I'd rather take the 5 yards than give up a timeout. I think the timeout is more precious than 5 yards at this point. That's just my thinking. That's how I would see Thailand's chief asset in the chat. I actually think McDermott might get outcoached by the interim. It could happen. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The Jets' offense has been playing a lot better than they've played all year so far. Aaron Rodgers throwing, and that's going to be incomplete. That was, it appeared to be Braylon Allen was the intended receiver. But yeah, no, that's how you know you're with somebody. You can rip a fart in front of them. You're pretty good. That's how I knew my wife was the one. Because I got some doozies, man. I'll let you know that. 6'8", 300 pounds, you can rip it. 2nd and 15, Aaron Rodgers. That's going to be thrown for a yard loss. So 3rd and 16 coming up here for the Jets. So they're looking to try to get some kind of score on this drive to take the lead. Again, it's on it's on the Bills' 34-yard line. 10:40 and counting as the clock is ticking. 3rd and 16 as we see Zerline getting some practice swings in. Rodgers back throws. He gets it to Breece Hall, who gets it up to the 25-yard line. It will be 4th down, but the Jets are going to go ahead and try to kick another field goal to see if this one will go through or not. Sean Nichols in chat. I once was on an old toilet. Let one rip, and the toilet actually broke. Was the funniest thing ever. I've had a toilet seat break. I haven't had the whole toilet break. Thank God. I've sat on a few that felt like it. Did you ever sit on a toilet and the thing rock like it's not actually like on the floor? It feels like it's rocking. That's never great. Especially when you're a big guy like me. Ooh, that's when things get scary. So here comes the kick. Snap, hold, kick is up, and that one hits the upright, and no good again. Second straight missed field goal by the New York Jets. And granted, a windy, chilly MetLife Stadium where kicking in that place is, not the easiest. The flags weren't moving on top. But that is the second one now, clanked off of the upright for the New York Jets. And the score remains 20-20. How many more opportunities can these teams keep on giving up? I think back to my Giants last night against the Bengals. Gave up opportunities. Giving up massive opportunities. Can't have it. And now you look at the Jets here. Opportunities here to try to get the lead, try to put the game away, try to get at least some kind of hold on this game, and they keep on missing the opportunities right in front of them. So that's 2 straight missed kicks now for the Jets. And the Bills will get the ball back with a chance for them now to take the lead. Tom Grossi on Twitter. Maybe the Packers kicker situation isn't so bad. Always got to look at the bright side, Tom. Always got to look at the bright side. Could always be worse. Chief asset, this is quickly turning into a double. See, here's the thing. I don't think this is a terrible game. Yeah, no, the field goals haven't gone in yet. No, there's some things like that. But I think it's still entertaining. It's drama. It's high drama. This is drama, baby. This is storylines. There are narratives here. And that's why we watch sports, man. That's why we love it. We love it. because of that. Because, I mean, here we have the Jets fired their head coach, which should have been fired before the season, should have been fired after 2022, if we're being honest. But definitely should have been fired after 2023. Then they do finally fire him here. And Aaron Rodgers is getting the blame, even though I think the only reason Saleh was actually back as the coach this year was because of Aaron Rodgers. Then you have the whole Hackett situation of Hackett being demoted, and all of a sudden now the Jets' offense looks a lot better, but now you're still struggling. Now, of all the things that are going better for the Jets, now the field goal kicking is not working, but now the Jets' run defense, which was good for them, has been getting run all over tonight by the Bills. Like, there's so many things here. And plus, if the Jets win, they're in first place. If the Bills win, then they get a stranglehold on the division again, and they turn things around after 2 straight losses. Like, there's a lot going on here with less than, we're getting deep into the fourth quarter here. So I'm excited. I'm excited by this game, to be honest with you. And listen, to hit the upright twice, you couldn't do that twice if you tried. Like, that's difficult. So 1st and 10, Bills are going to hand it off to Davis, and that's going to be a gain of about 7. So 2nd down and 3 coming up as we take a look at Greg the Leg Zuerlein there on the bench. Not a great night. It's even harder when you got the poofball hat on. Like, usually I like a nice toque, but when you miss 2 kicks like that, you look even more goofy. 2nd and 3 coming up here. Ray Davis, 84 rushing yards tonight, by the way. Oh, dude, the double doink. I watched that game, and I was rooting like hell for the Bears. That's going to be a completion to Keon Coleman, 1st down at the 50-yard line for the Bills, because the Bears were playing the Eagles in that playoff game. So, of course, being a Giants fan, rooting like hell for the Bears. Let's go Bears. Bear down, Chicago Bears. Whole thing. And, dude, that double doink happened and bounced out. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And that's the thing, because you're looking at, like, Trubisky was being thought of as Rookie of the Year. Matt Nagy was being thought of as Coach of the Year. That was that whole thing. Like, that was the Bears were like, oh, this could be a great year for the Bears. And it all went downhill after that. 1st down and 10. Run for Davis. That's going to be about 2 yards. So 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Bills. But that was bad. That was heartbreaking. That was heartbreaking for Bears fans. And it was heartbreaking for Giants fans, as I said, because you were playing the Eagles. And, man, did we not want to see the Eagles win at all. And that was unfortunate. But, that's the drama. That's the drama of the game. And that's what I mean is, like, that's why we watch. We watch for, yes, the joy of victory, but also, like, we watch for the pain. I think we do. I honestly think there's a sports masochist in every one of us. That's going to be a pass out to Kincaid. That's going to be a 1st down as the Bills get deeper into Jets territory. 7:41 left on the clock. Actually, 7:40, sorry, as the clock does keep on ticking. Let's see, Zero Solar. Yes. Former Pro Bowler Mitch Trubisky. Yeah, so I mean, like, Mitch Trubisky's rookie year, you were like, this guy's going to be something. This guy looks pretty good, right? Boy, did that not last. Pecan, first time I've stayed on the channel after a Grossi raid. Great show. Thank you so much, Pecan. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you for staying. And again, we're here every primetime game, every Thursday night, every Sunday night, every Monday night. We will be watching games here. And, of course, like I said, too, we also are on for any Giants or Eagles games. And also, we do have regular programming. We have the Countdown, which is mine and Jimbo's Power Ranking show. That comes out tomorrow, usually around 3:30-ish. We have our main podcast, Stay Tuned Sports, on Wednesdays around the same time. And, of course, on Friday, the Friday Forecast, where we do our weekly NFL predictions and picks. 2nd and 7 for the Bills. Throws it out to Keon Coleman again. He's going to get it down to the 19-yard line. That's going to be another 1st down for the Bills as they keep driving, as we are now under 6:30 here in the fourth quarter. Bills looking for the go-ahead score here late in the fourth quarter. So, yes, we have a lot of stuff on the channel here, and we try to do our best And again, thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the raids, everything like that. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much. As we click over the 11 o'clock hour here on the East Coast. 11:01. As there is under 6 minutes now in this game. Handoff to Ray Davis, and he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A yard loss. Davis tackles Davis. As second down and 11 will be coming up here for the Bills. Also, if you do want to help more directly, we do have a link to our donation station at the top of the chat. That is pinned there as along under the description. It is there as well. Also, we have a merch store, which more stuff being added all the time. If you want to go check that out, again, same link is in the chat and under in the description. Second and 11. Josh Allen's just going to throw that away. They're going to say there was a receiver in the area, but there is a flag down anyway. Because there hasn't been one for a while, and the referees were getting lonely. And so they wanted to make sure that we all still recognize that they were there, and that they can ruin the game at any time. They're discussing it over with each other. What do we want to call this one on? They're going to say personal foul. This guy's roughing the passer call. Usually roughing the passer is, you're going to say personal foul, roughing the passer. This guy says personal foul, roughing the passer. Nobody's punching the quarterback. Why are you making the call like that? Stop that. Stop it. Let's make it clear. Rooting for the Bears. F the Packers, Lions, Vikings. Rooting for the Jets. F the Bills. Handoff to Davis here on first and goal after the penalty. It's going to be a gain of about 3 yards. Second and goal coming up here for the Bills. Chief Asset letting it know that he's got his hatreds being a Chiefs fan, and that's fine. How can you root for the Bears and the Jets? I mean, Rodgers was a Bears owner for a decade. Again, in that game, I rooted for the Bears simply because I was, I'm a Giants fan, so I was rooting against the Eagles. As a Giants fan, you have two favorite teams every week. You have the root for the Giants and you root for whoever's playing against the Eagles. Second and goal. Josh Allen shotgun takes a snap. He's going to pull it down and only gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a sack. Is that Ferguson with the sack? Nope, Williams. Sorry about that. So third and goal coming up here for the New York Jetropolitans. For the Bills, against the New York Jetropolitans. ELS back in chat. Hey, brother. Good to see you. Welcome back. 4 minutes and now counting still here in the fourth quarter. Time is ticking away. Third and goal. From the 7.5-yard line, Josh Allen back, throws to the end zone, throws, good defensive play by the New York Jets, knocks the pass away. It will be fourth and goal. The Bills will go for a field goal to take the lead with 3:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Oh, you meant for Chief Asset on that? Yeah. Well, he's a Chiefs fan, so I think he just, he was, I don't know. You think this game's going to go to overtime? It could be, unless if it goes to overtime and it's based on the Jets kicking a field goal, it may not. The way this has been going. And what do we have here? Do we have another flag? Somebody move. We do have a flag down. This could be offsides on the Bills. Need a little beverage there. As the officials decide to go ahead and have a nice little conference, talking about that. You got to hit the Olive Garden over there on Route 3. Want to go to the TikTok Diner maybe? Pick up some burger, some disco fries, maybe Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. Oh, dude, there's nothing better than like a late night, early morning Taylor ham, egg, and cheese at a Jersey diner. Let's go. That stuff is delicious. Chief Ass says most flags in a single game in NFL history. Oh yeah, no, the ELS would know that. Now again, these flags. Again, my flags are done differently because I only do flags that are thrown. I don't do it if they pick it up or if they have a penalty. Doesn't matter. The flag is thrown. The flag is counted for me. That's my difference. It's not a penalty counter. It's a flag counter. That's my difference because fuck the officials. To put a fine point on it, and the officials are still talking here. It's either offsides or it's not. What are we doing? And they're going to say encroachment on the Jets. Still 4th down. And ELS, of course, with the stats. He is Johnny on the spot for us here. NFL record for the game with most penalties ever played was November 25th, 1951, between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears, where there was a combined total of 37 penalties were called in the game. So here we go. The Bills now trying for a 22-yard attempt on the field goal. Snap, hold, kick, up, and that one does get through. So the Bills do get. And I had the possession on the wrong team again. Man, I get so distracted easily. Let's see. Sean Nichols was about to say it was near 40, was it? Yeah. So that's it. Yeah, no, that's. So as bad as these, can you imagine watching that game even back in the day? Like, and that's the thing. 1951. You probably had to watch that game in person. Oof, that's a rough ticket. None of us do. Oh, we have another flag. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's this one? Because they're still talking. The referees love having conversations. This is another conversation piece, apparently. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Jets, and the referee's facing the wrong direction, which is just perfect for this game. Again, on Javon Kinlaw, who had the last 2 penalties, and that one's now going to be enforced on the kickoff. But it looks like he said something to the official as he's going across him, and the official just didn't like it. He said mean words because he doesn't like the way I throw my flag. And I want to throw flags. How dare you disrespect my ability to throw a flag? To show you how wrong you are about my flag throwing, I'm going to throw another flag on you. And yes, and the ref was looking the wrong way as he's making the announcement, which again is peak 2024 NFL officiating. Now, again, I must reiterate that these 26 flags that I have up here are for the flags thrown. There's been a couple that have been picked up. There's been a couple that's been declined. And we've had, I believe, 2 offsetting. So the actual penalty count is less. But I have a flag counter. And the reason I have the flag counter in there is because once an official throws the flag, there's the intent to screw with us and screw with the game. And it also gives a more accurate representation of, I think, how many times the game has stopped, how many times we've had to deal with things like this. Even if they decide to pick it up and be like, oh, forget it, our bad, never mind, flag doesn't count, doesn't matter. You've thrown the flag. You've interrupted the game. You've made the game stop. You've made us sit there and watch you guys huddle around as you go ahead and make, whatever dinner decisions you want to do after the game. Like, so once the flag is thrown, that's why I count it. Zero Soul. I certainly hope I never see the day where we have where we get close to like a 40 penalty game and 40 accepted penalties. No, thank you. That is when you want to see me lose my mind. I've lost my mind a couple of times already this year on the officiating. If you want to see me lose my mind more, get a 40 penalty game. That will be that'll be a stream that you would want to go ahead and record and maybe clip up, put up there on the old TikTok, because that one might go viral. That one definitely might be a viral one. But 3:43 left here in the fourth quarter. That kickoff is going to go for a dynamic touchback, and the Jets will take over at the 30-yard line. ELS, again with the facts in the chat. On October 17th, 1976, the Seattle Seahawks and Tampa Bay Buccaneers were both expansion teams. Believe it or not, they combined for a whopping 35 accepted penalties for 310 yards. Yikes! No, thank you. Don't want a game like that. Now again, Tom would have what the accepted penalties are. I'll check what he's got up, because I know he's got his laundry count up. I know that. 1st and 10, Aaron Rodgers back, looks to throw. Is that a fumble or a dump off? Was the arm moving forward? Was it a fumble? The Bills are celebrating as if it's theirs. The Jets are staying on the field saying that, was that an incomplete pass or a fumble? I have to see the replay. That looked like it might have been let's see. Oh, the arm's moving. Oh, that's arm's moving forward. It comes out. That's an incomplete pass. As far as the NFL rules go, that's an incomplete pass. Arms moving forward. I mean, that's clear. That's as clear as day. Watch the officials come out and say, "Oh, it's a fumble." Like, of all the times you've seen, like, referees call, a pass that looks like a fumble or a toss pass. No, okay, they did. They indeed see it was an incomplete pass. Okay, woo! Don't have to lose my mind. 2nd and 10. And we have a stoppage in play. Are the Bills challenging this? They're going to lose another timeout if they do it. Interested to see how this goes. Did they challenge it? I got no official word from ESPN as we're just staring at Goofy Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. The official was explaining something. I don't have the volume on, of course, because if I did, I'd get pegged by YouTube, as YouTube likes to peg you with no loop. So I don't think they're challenging. It would be a dumb challenge if they did anyway. So here we go. After all this crap, we still got 2nd and 10 coming up. Jesus Christ. 3:40 left here in the fourth. Aaron Rodgers in shotgun. Takes the snap. Back. Looks. Throws. That's going to be caught out of the backfield. And a gain of about 6 yards. That's going to be Tyler Conklin with the reception. 3rd and 4 coming up here for the New York Jets. Absolute pecan. The refs add so much time to these games with this nonsense, especially. That's why I put the flag counter up there and count all flags, not just the ones that are accepted. Because every time there's a flag, that's a stop in the game. That's a stop in the time, and it just drags the game on so much. 3rd and 4. Rodgers back to throw. Throws it up way too high for Garrett Wilson, and we have flags. I thought that might have been uncatchable, but again, the refs have thrown so many flags on so many uncatchable balls. I don't think it really matters. And that's what McDermott's trying to say. He's trying to say uncatchable. But listen, the Bills had a couple of pass interference calls from uncatchable balls. So shut up, McDermott. You don't get to complain about that. But indeed, that was pass interference. So that's going to be an automatic first down for the New York Jets. And he was holding his jersey the entire time. To the point where, and that's not that uncatchable. He didn't even get up there, even with some pulling on it. So we might get 30 thrown flags in this game, ELS. We absolutely might. Rodgers takes a snap, backs to throw. He just throws it towards the ground out of bounds, and we have another flag. Holy Jesus Christ. Here we go, baby. Here we go. It's the ref show. It's not about the game. It's not about the flow of the game or everybody playing. Nope. It's about the strikes, baby. It's about the flags. Holding on the Jets, so move them back 10 yards. Holding on the Bills, nope, never mind. Offset. So that play doesn't happen. Erase it from your mind. Never happened. Never happened. Doesn't exist in this universe anymore. We've pushed that off to another one. That play never happened. Time still comes off the clock, though. And I remember because I don't take the flag off the counter. I was going to say, it's long enough with the ads that they throw on here. And then you add the refs in here, gets a lot. The refs are listening in. They're like, they got the guy up in the booth being like, hey, listen, if we can get to 40, yeah, all right, let's go. We get 36, 37, we'll get it. But we can hit 40, right, guys? Breece Hall on 1st and 10. Gets about 2.5 yards there on an end around. We are hit the 2:30 mark here of the fourth quarter. Clock is still running. Jets are going to have to run one more play before the 2-minute warning. ELS is getting everybody ready for my referee rant. I'm trying to hold back. I went off last night during the Giants-Bengals game. 2nd and 8. Rodgers back to throw. He steps up in the pocket. He just dumps it off to Hall. Hall's going to break it loose down past the 40 to the 39 to the 30. Why do we even watch at this point? Holding on to Jets. Moving back. 22 accepted penalties tonight. Most in the game this season. So, I was going to check Tom to see what that was, but ESPN helped me. That 22 accepted penalties. 29 total flags thrown. Oh my God. This is why we watch football. For the stripes. For the flags. Not for the entertainment or the athletic ability. We did get a season record at least. We got a season record for tonight. 2nd and 16 now for the Jets. Aaron Rodgers throws over the middle. Incomplete. Surprised there wasn't a flag on that one. 3rd and 16 coming up now for the Jets. 2:01 remaining on the clock, so they have to run a play before the 2-minute warning. But something has to happen with these officials, and it's always the primetime games. It's. No, that's where you're wrong, Sean. It's all about the zebras. That's where you're wrong. All about the Rodgers throwing super deep. Oh, he had him open and he slipped. Did he catch it? Or is that they're going to say it intercepted? They're saying interception by Buffalo. Mike Williams had it. He slipped. If he kept his feet, he would have had it. But he slipped. 1:52 remaining. And that is a pick. That counts. So, we've hit the 2-minute warning with 1:52 left. The Bills have the ball after that interception. The Jets have all 3 timeouts. But the way the Bills have been able to run the ball all game, that might be it. And you consider the Jets' 2 missed field goals coming up huge right now. I agree. That should be a Grossi skit. Have somebody out like on an African safari trying to hunt zebras, but every time he tries to go shoot them, somebody throws a flag at him. One of the zebras throws a flag. And that was indeed a hell of an interception there, Zero Solar. That was, get credit where credit is absolutely due on that. And you just think if Michael Williams could have kept his feet, that's probably a reception. But instead, slipped on that MetLife plastic. And now the Jets are in a bit of a spot of bother here, as one would say, if you were from England, I suppose. So we are at the 2-minute warning. Thank you so much for watching, everybody who's been here. We got raided twice during halftime. We got traded from the It's a Blood Thing group with a blood raid. First of all, what a great name, having a blood raid. And then after that, we had the Grossi Posse come in here and raid us, and we still got a couple of people in here from the Grossi Posse hanging out with us as well. Thank you so much for hanging with us here at Stay Tuned Sports. Chat is open if you want to come and hang out. Please like, share, subscribe. It helps us out tremendously. Again, as was done during these raids, and again, we here at Stay Tuned Sports cannot thank you enough, all of you, for all that you've done. If you want to help out more directly, we do have a link for our donation station and our merch store in the top of the chat, pinned up there, as well as in the description below this video. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us here on Stay Tuned Sports for Monday Night Football. Chief Asset in the chat. Bills going to automatically qualify for the playoffs because the division is trash. Reminds you of when this was this was the chance for the Jets to make a move on the Bills. And again, I look back again to the Giants game. It seems to be like a MetLife thing. I don't know. But just the opportunities that both Jets and Giants have missed this season, playing at home, wherever they're playing, it just missed opportunities. The Jets had missed 2 field goals on drives that should have ended in touchdowns, to be honest. But missed 2 field goals that would have had them up here. So at the end of the day, like you got to look at those missed opportunities as being the giant part of that. No pun intended with the Giants. As we take another look at this Mike Williams slip and fall, and then the interception, hell of an interception there. Not letting that ball touch the ground by Johnson. That was a athletic Johnson play. Jets obviously take their first timeout after that first down play from the Bills. Short Nichols, to be fair, Rodgers is getting older, not saying he's missing a step per se, but MetLife is always rainy, gloomy stadium. Wears on your joints when you get older. Northeast Jersey is what it is, you know. Again, I with the way technology is now, I would like to have seen them go with maybe more grass. Yeah, no, that's the thing too, Zeno. So imagine if he didn't hit that Aaron Rodgers at the end of the first half. This is a 10-point. This is a 10-point game. This is 23-13. So, again, no, but that was an opportunity that the Jets were able to. So imagine that they were able to go ahead and convert that most unlikely of opportunities, but you missed 2 field goals that were relatively close by NFL standards. And Packers production. Hey, how you doing, Packers? Packers, woo! Packers, Super Bowl, Packers, woo! If anybody ever watched Mr. Science Theater back in the day and you recognize that, you're very cool and we can be friends. But yeah, MetLife is like I look at like Tottenham Stadium, which, by the way, I'm a Tottenham fan too, so don't make fun of me too much. But you look at Tottenham Stadium, how they have the trays that can go underneath the stadium, and they have the UV lights under there, the grow lights that help grow the grass tray when that moves, and they have the other they have the artificial tray underneath, the artificial field underneath. My thought was like with MetLife, whether you could have done it like Arizona where you have it roll out or do something else like that. Like, I know you have two teams there. I know it's going to be hard, but you spent $1.5 billion on this stadium. Having some kind of tray system like that or grow system where you could have two grass fields, something like that, you should have come up with something. Because the MetLife field has been atrocious. 2nd and 5 for the Bills. They're going to get stopped right at the line of scrimmage, maybe half a yard gain there for the Bills. So 3rd down and 5, a little less than 5 coming up here for the Bills as the Jets will go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they're trying to hold on to some kind of hope. Yeah, the rainy days, as somebody who is 43 years old currently, yes, I get it. But here's the bad thing. Even as much as it makes my joints hurt, and my knees, my hips, my shoulders, elbows, everything, I still love it. I love a nice rainy day, nice and gloomy, cold. That's my jam. That's my way to go. Love it. Which again makes me think I've got some Canadian or maybe Northern Alaskan in me somewhere. I have no idea. But I love it. I love a nice cloudy, gloomy day. I don't know, but the ability to play football, might hinder that a little bit. As we're having a bit of a Packers reunion here in the chat. Packers Productions, ELS, bunch of Packer fans. Packers! Woo! Packers! Woo! 3rd and 4. Allen's going to take it down himself, and he's going to get the first down. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the game. Jets have 1 timeout remaining, but it doesn't matter because the Bills have a fresh set of downs, and they can just sit on this clock, and the Bills will escape the Big HVAC Unit in East Rutherford, New Jersey, with a W and with a secure chokehold on the division as the Jets will fall to 2 and 4. The Bills will move to 4 and 2. And that's going to be all she wrote. When is the Giants? Well, that's actually a very good question. As I was, I never looked at what we're doing here. Let's see. I think it might be week 11. I think it's after the Munich game. Because week 10 we got to go to München to play the Panthers, which, by the way, sorry everybody. Sorry Germany. You have great beer in Germany and wonderful pretzels, so you have a way to cope with watching the Giants and Panthers. And there's a kneel down from Josh Allen on 1st and 10 as the Jets will take their final timeout just to be petty. But all the Bills have to do is now kneel on this sucker a couple more times, and actually twice more, and that'll be the game. Who are you talking about with that one, Chief? You talking about Rodgers with that one? Chief Asset, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Thank you. Poor German fans, they are going into all the beer for that. I don't know. Do you remember last year during the game they had there? Apparently they ran out of beer at the game. Oh, why did I kick? Oh, I hit the home score off instead of that. All right. Well, it doesn't matter because the Jets lose anyway. So that's going to be it. That is the game. That is the final. The Bills, they escape with a win against the Jets at MetLife Stadium as the Jets fall to 2 and 4, and they are in some kind of trouble when you think about it. I think this is maybe the best game the Jets played all year. But again, missed opportunities, missed field goals there. missed opportunities to get it into the end zone when you're in goal-to-goal situations, and that absolutely murdered them. And now you got some problems coming up here. Packers production. See you later. Good night. You have yourself a fantastic night. As for us, yep, we're going to get ready to get out of here as well, as we have hit 11:30. And the game shouldn't have been this long. But again, the officials, they love throwing those flags, don't they? And again, a big, huge thank you to the Blood Raid that happened here before. Thank you so much to Tom Grassi and the Grassi Posse for their raid during halftime. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all of your help, for sticking around, for hanging out with us. It has been fantastic. Zero Solar, Sean Nichols, again, all of you guys. There's so many more. I can't even mention you all. Thank you. ELS, of course, the OG. He's been here from the start. Thank you so much again, ELS, for all your help, along with all of the stats that you help us provide. And as Rodgers does say, relax, RELAX, baby. And that's it. We're still early in the season. It is still 2-4. It's a hole to dig out of. But there have been teams in worse positions. So we'll see what happens in the future. But as of now, Week 6 is done. Week 7 coming up Thursday. We will be here for that game. Broncos, Saints. Tomorrow, the countdown. The Stay Tuned Sports Power Ranking Show. That will be coming at you around 3:30 Eastern Time. So thank you so much. If you want to check that out, make sure you hit the notification bell and put on all notifications. We'll have that. Wednesday is the main show, the flagship show, Stay Tuned Sports. And, of course, Fridays is our Friday forecast, the picks and prediction show that me and Jimbo will go ahead and predict Week 7 here in the NFL. Until tomorrow for the countdown, my name is King. This has been Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you all so very much. Have a great night. See ya. Adios.